What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell 3, Tormund's Quest 35.
Well done, sir. Well done. You knocked that one out of the park.
I'm back on the horse, baby. I'm back on the horse.
Woo! Let's go!
Pia! Pia! Give a couple Howards, a couple Howard Deans in there. I've been having a rough go on the intro, boys. Just took Tormund's Quest to finally line me out.
Sometimes it takes a day, you know. Sometimes it takes a day.
God, I just saw your mug with Tyson's stickers on it that you made up, and I got sad because we didn't have Guardian Con this year. But damn, I'll be damned if we don't be part of the 30 or 40 people that sit in the pool next year.
Fuck yeah, dude. Pool crew for life, man.
I really am anticipating it just being like Hangout Con. Like they're just not gonna have any programming. It's just gonna be like the first of the stir crazies to break out.
I can't wait to see how many times I can get the cabana for free again.
You can get, hey, negotiate with that weather, baby.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, it's good to be back, boys. It's good to be back. The episode of episodes. The moment we have been waiting for that we thought might happen, I don't know, two, 3 episodes in Neverwinter. Finally, we're going home, baby.
The prodigal son returns.
That's gonna go, but I'm really excited to see what happens when we get there.
Speaking of going, oh, look at the time. I gotta, there's something I have to do.
Yes, go home.
I mean, it means no different. I'm just going to be yelling at you anyway, whether you listen or not.
Chad, I need help. Save me.
We're
SOS. SOS.
You have not sent a raven in 3 weeks. Worried sick about you.
That's because I've been killing them all.
Can you imagine? You come back with that report, like, what's? And I'm sure it's gonna happen. What have you been doing?
Well,
Let's see.
It's
about that.
It's that
Have you
race.
heard of Talos?
In my family, you've been gone long enough to where now mom's not gonna chew my ass. She's just worried that I'm dead in a gutter somewhere. So I get the positive reinforcement from her, and dad's like, you know what you put me through in this house?
I had to listen to that.
That's my traditional household that it would be. These are all, you can be reversed at any point in time, anybody's living. You never know. I'm excited.
Sounds like my growing up.
Radio, you got some announcements for everybody this week?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, just on that Destiny grind now that is the Solstice of Heroes is out. It gives me something to do with armor that I can keep. And of course, now that I've made it halfway through my Titan, I've got to switch to another character because there's, surprise, a bug in the game that if I get my Titan past the Majestic, then it doesn't count in the multipliers for doing the rest of my characters. So now I have to save my Titan to finish for last, and I have to go to my Hunter. Ooh, that almost made me throw up a little bit.
Hey!
Oh God, that's
Hunter pride here. Hunter pride.
That's awful. So if you're doing multiple characters, you can't do your Titan first.
Yeah, if you finish the Titan first, it's bugged and it doesn't apply a multiplier to the armor sets, because every armor set you finish, you get another multiplier on your other characters.
See, I didn't know about that, but you know, the good news is I'm not going to do them anyway. I'll be lucky if I get the first one done. You know? God.
So yeah, we're on that grind, and working on setting up a raid night, possibly on a Sunday night with some fellows of mine, and you never know what might happen. You got to pay attention to the Discord and the Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, it could be beers and cigars. You never know. It could rapidly change.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a squishy one.
It's it's been a while since we've done since we've done a movie night too. So it could always just turn into that.
It could devolve real quick. We still haven't watched Highlander.
Oh, it's Highlander on there.
Oh yeah, dude, Highlander's on there.
I have to figure out what hat I want to wear for that one.
And there can only be one, my friend.
That was good.
Touche. Points.
Timbo Slice, you got any announcements this week?
Well, Steam wasn't a big pile of steaming crap this week, so I was able to play some Diablo. Not Diablo. Fuck, man. Not Diablo. Really, Tim? Really? No. I was able to stream on Tuesday. I'm going to stream again next Tuesday. In 2 weeks, I will be going back to Minneapolis for a few days, and while I'm there, I'm actually going to do like a surprise early morning stream, early morning for Midwest, where I will be practicing with the band that I've been in for like fucking 20 years. So because COVID won't let me be in a band in LA, I gotta fly 1,500 fucking miles to go play once. So I'm actually gonna stream that. It'll be like 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So if anybody's awake, it'll be on my channel.
Oh yeah.
How much stuff are you taking with you to go stream?
I'll just grab my my MacBook, my my MacBook, my cam, and my mic. So nothing crazy. I'll just put the mic in the middle of the room, and it'll be fine.
GG's on getting to scratch the musical itch, man.
Oh, I have to, otherwise I'll go fucking bananas. So yeah, if you want to watch me run around like a maniac for an hour, you can see that.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
What announcements you got, Adam?
I'm kind of thinking about as much as I can to delay the inevitable. Fast approaching. But unfortunately, I don't got a lot, so...
I mean, we still gotta get there, dude, so...
I'm a Taurus. I like long romantic walks on the beach. No, I've been, I'll probably try and stream some this weekend again, some GTA RP. I had some issues last week, and I streamed Saturday, but I was going to stream Sunday and Monday, and I had some issues on Sunday, and Monday work, I just couldn't, so... But yeah, I'm going to be doing some more GTA RP this weekend with, so swing by the channel if you want to check that out. Other than that, though, that's it. That's all I got.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. Are we doing something on Saturday too, man?
Saturday's just more of the Destiny grind, unless we decide to get in deep into the Voodoo Rangers and start playing Fall Guys.
That's what we teased. Yeah, that's what we teased. Yeah. Depending on the weather, whether I'll be at the lake or not. I don't know. I haven't looked at that shit yet. I haven't seen my old man. I don't know what he does anymore. He's just out and about. He's living his best life.
What do you do?
I don't check the Weather Channel myself. I just ask my dad, what's it gonna be? And he grumbles about it, whether it's good or bad. It's always...
It's the same grumble. It's the same grumble.
Like this, like...
Whether it's gonna be perfect, is gonna have to fish in the sunshine. They're gonna get fish to you. It's a bad omen.
I swear to God, it sounds like that sometimes. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, this sounds good. Well, too many boats. It would be too nice. You weren't even gonna take yours out, old man. You just dropped me a... I feel like I take the bus to go get drunk every day. I go down there with my pail, hop on a different pontoon.
Edda, I'm gonna go get drunk with my friends. I'm gonna take the city bus. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Last week I didn't even play Destiny. It was because we were out there. I was with my brother for like 7 hours. I went to bed at 10:30. I haven't gone to bed that early, long time. I stared at the screen and I started to meld with it just a little bit. Okay, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. Oh, good stuff, man. We will once again in the middle of our D&D week. We'll have Neon Regimes tomorrow, as usual, with the full cast. I have a sweet announcement, but I have no idea when I can announce it, because I've never been told when I can announce it. So any hour it could go down where I have a really badass announcement for you guys that I can't talk about. But if you've been following socials, you may have a few hints, and I can't wait to tell you, but I have no clue. So look forward for something very exciting to happen next week. Whether I get to announce it or not, it might just happen. So stay tuned to them socials. If you're not in the Discord, this is a perfectly good time to plug that bad boy. Bada bing, links in the chat. Join it, get the info. I know we will, I owe everybody a guild hall meeting where we're going to talk about channel points for sure, because we didn't get to it last week because it's gotten a little busy in my life. But we're going to talk about channel points at some point in time and figure out what are we going to do with them, because I have no clue. At least we can name them and give them some sort of cool relevancy, because right now they just put deal with it shades on moats, and that is kind of cool. Well, this is kind of cool. We could probably be doing some cooler stuff with them. So that's going to be the main point of contingency in the guild hall for this week. Other than that, man, we got to thank our awesome sponsors, Voodoo Ranger, for graciously sponsoring me for the entire year. Love it. You guys keep linking Voodoo Ranger can picks and telling me what you guys have been drinking. That is awesome. They're so happy with me, and I'm happy you guys are enjoying badass beverages, because they're worth it and they're super affordable, and you're never gonna have a better citrus IPA experience at that price point. So
wait, is that the juicy haze that you got in your hand?
Give me that juicy. I got that juicy right here.
Pretty decent.
If you guys have access to 1985,
look at that pour.
Oh, look, the on-screen pour, risking it for the biscuit.
Oh.
Never spilled
yes.
a drop.
Release the carbonation.
See some nat 20s in the chat for that one.
Yeah.
I would give him a nat 20, but I ain't giving him a nat 1 either.
Look at that color. Look at that color. So beautiful. I love it.
Just a good reminder, guys, pour out your beers, please. Release that carbonation and flavor so it doesn't weigh you down. Fill up your stomach with air, and you can get all the flavors you're supposed to. No matter what, if it's in a bottle or a can, pour your beer out.
So good.
You'll enjoy it better, I promise. I like the way you look.
I guarantee
it. I'm also a client.
And to Roll20 for the gracious sponsorship, their Spotlight program. Thank you guys. They are the virtual tabletop that you see when we go into battle and provide the sweet Sonic experience that all the cast members hear, as well as the audience. Thank you guys over at Roll20. If you guys haven't tried to run a game with Roll20 yet, I highly recommend open up that free account and see what it can do for your D&D games. So ready. Adam, I will request you move your camera down just a little bit. Kind of got you in Nick Merckx mode at the moment. Yes.
Better.
Absolutely. Now we can see all of that body language.
See, but I lean back, right? And then when I get serious, I sit up, and then it's probably gonna...
it's a war.
Lean back, rock away.
It's fine.
Lean with it, rock with it.
Well done, Tim. Well done.
It's that divine intervention I just got in chat. You're all gonna die.
You got a divine intervention?
Yeah.
What?
While you guys are talking.
What? Wait.
Wow.
Now, did they have to roll a 20 on it? Did they have a modifier?
No, they had a +4 mod.
Oh,
and
okay.
they rolled a 17.
40?
As Angel, I believe.
Oh, it's Angel. Let's go.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
So that'll be fun sometime.
Look at you with that
Like
pocket
I said,
card.
I'm going to become a god, so I can just divine intervention myself.
You get a divine intervention. You get a divine intervention.
So, picking up where we left off last week in Tormund's quest. With the rest of the party in hot pursuit of the cults of Talos. At that time, currently containing Gale Everstorm inside one of their charged batteries. You exited the House of Knowledge after sealing the inner sanctum back behind you with a seal that could only be broken by Tormund, Arkonan, and Dirakt. You guys found a large funeral pyre in the center of that city marketplace, where you proceeded to encounter those cultists expunging the victims in which they had loaded into these batteries. Gale being one of them. You proceeded into a lengthy battle, but came out on top with Gale Everstorm outside of the battery, and members of the cult vanquished. Now, with your sights clearly set on making your way back across the bridge, find safety in Gale's historic home with his former name, the Underwood Estate. We pick back up, nighttime, still raining in the city of Neverwinter.
Do you think that we'll even be able to get across the bridge?
I don't know.
You know something's fishy. This place has been under martial law until now. Big damn fire. I haven't seen a guard anywhere. How many birds do we see now?
You don't need guards when you have random lightning bolts.
Yeah, but city's got defenses, right? We haven't seen him yet.
Kind of been in our own bubble since we raced back and forth, tried to prevent what we've known.
Seems strange. Figure with all the birds we sent out, we'd at least see some people around here.
That is what I am wondering as well. I don't know if... It's just like when we found the plants in the sewer with those cultists. There is no way that they just happened upon that. They had to have insider information of some kind. But does it reach all the way to the top? Or does it... Maybe they did steal it. I don't know.
Just how many of these people are connected? People we originally ran into when we first grabbed a bite to eat. God, it feels like it's been so long since even that happened.
That is what I'm trying to figure out. I at first thought that the cultists were working with people like my family, potentially. But to not have guards here, mercenaries, do anything,
That's exactly what they wanted, Gale. They're tired of the foreign mercenaries here. They could care less if there's city guard active on this side. You've let us know your father's opinions and your family's on the Lord Protector.
I don't know what to do when we go home. When I go home. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. It is a lot different than what I was expecting it to be in the first place.
The only thing that you owe anyone is to let your family know that you're alive.
Like they care.
That's the only thing you owe anyone.
I don't even know them that. I could leave and they could care less. Perhaps maybe my mother would care a bit.
You feel like that now, but that may not always be the case. You only have one chance with your own flesh and blood. Don't squander it.
You know, Gary, you can always just try telling them the truth. One thing I always remember when Dad would come home for a campaign, he'd try and sugarcoat it. We could tell he was lying to us just to guard us from something. All of us we always hated him for that. Felt like he might as well have not even been in the house.
So do you want me to tell them that I'm part of this? That I played a part in bringing this chaos here?
Chaos was already here.
Not
We
saying
just
that
walked
at all.
into it.
Well, I guess we will see.
Well, we can stand here in the rain getting wet, or we can let's make our way out of this place. We're going to the bridges. We're going back in the tunnels.
Well, we can have some help at least. Give me a few moments, and I will sit down and pull out a little brazier, some incense and herbs. I'll begin tracing glyphs on the ground in charcoal, and then I'll light the incense and whisper under my breath and just say, "Eric, my friend, I need you again." And as the last glyph forms, the black tendrils begin to coalesce again into the form of Eric the Raven.
It's a good idea. Send Eric up and see. Mayor, let's protect Arkonan while he looks. Let's get out of this damn rain for a minute.
So we pull underneath what's left of one of the tents, barely held up off to the side. That gives us enough lean-to style protection from the elements.
Sorry, I forgot, and I'll pull up the bubble to make it so it doesn't rain on us.
Partial bubbles sticking out
from the part of this lean-to now.
I've been a bit distracted.
It's understandable. As you send Eric up into the sky, flying towards those raindrops, cresting up atop of these terracotta roofs. Like night lights, the lightning that crashes around on the horizon and near lets off just enough light and glow, looking about over the tops of the city. Flying towards the three bridges, one still very much in distress. However, the other two look like there are guards on either side. It is nighttime and it is curfew. So there is little lantern light. Large swaths of the population and homes go unlit. There are guards on the bridge. But you can't tell whether it's open passage or not.
It's hard to say. We'd have to deal with guards, but whether we can get through or not.
Alright, well, let's not sit around sucking snot. Let's find out if we can do it the easy way. If we can't do it the easy way, we know what we have to do.
Isn't there a curfew in place?
Sure there is. There was one when we left. Suggesting we sleep and go in the morning?
Well, I just think if we go there now, it won't matter. We're not supposed to be out, so...
Hey, don't look at me. I could rest easily.
Let's rest then. Let's rest before we find what is hopefully a more permanent shelter, shall we?
Maybe we can always go back in the House of Knowledge.
I'll maintain so that we don't drain on while we sleep.
We need to find a secure spot. I don't even care if it's behind a damn sewer drain. We need to find a spot. It's just not here out in the open, and I don't want to break the seal that the lore master has given us. We may not have another shot at sealing the Sanctum of Sanctums. Not to mention, already been breached.
I was just thinking it's a roof we could hide under, so plenty of open rooms in that place.
Indeed, but you have to think that there are going to be people looking to try to find out what happened here. I'm worried about us getting misconstrued in this whole situation.
All right.
What about that tavern that we had passed?
Oh, God. That tavern that was open. We missed that. Just heard you ramble on about a couple of drunks.
Yeah. Did promise I'd go back and drink with them when we were done.
They might have rooms.
Yeah, I think I remember where it is. Hold on.
It's not a bad idea. I'm sure they'll be up for it. Curfew can't be good for business.
No, it's Pretty easy to find. Big open window out front. Couple of loud drunks inside. All right. I vote the tavern.
Let's go.
This might be the most legal thing we've ever decided to go do.
Sometimes you don't want to fight.
In over 100 episodes of D&D, I don't think anyone has willfully sought out to stay at a random tavern. I'd say by the spell.
Hey, I'm making history. Hey.
I mean, we've stayed at guild halls. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've stayed in just a regular old walk in, here's some gold, show me a bed tavern.
All right, let's get some stealth checks up from everyone.
Saltmarsh was the last time.
I'm going to take a small pocket knife and cut some of these tents apart and drape them over Sunny and Cher.
Your zombies are Sunny and Cher.
And basically make them look like street urchins. Like just out in the rain, you know, just the heavy cloak on or whatever. So they're just draped over. And my stealth.
Look at you, advantage on stealth. Good thing you had it too.
Got that hood up.
Everybody remember your number?
Get it.
Okay.
Roll 20, you make it so easy for me to remember.
Damn, all right.
13 plus Tim's.
That is a 20.
Tormund.
18.
Gale.
5.
With pride. Let's go. That is a 5. At least it's not.
14. We just make the DC.
You're welcome.
It ends up being a little bit more interesting than we hoped wandering these streets. But we're able to tuck back in between the shadows, avoiding the few parsed guards that are still around. But we can tell just by observing the ranks have been thinned considerably. The patrols of 10, 20 people that we originally saw during the first outbreak have thinned now to small units of 2, 3, 4 people. It makes it far easier to navigate. We can't tell if it's just been because of the sheer destruction or whether the forces have become so spread. We haven't gathered any news what's happened across on the other side of town. It doesn't take you very long to backtrack towards the guilty goose. As we slink up the alleyway, Tormund and Gale in the lead, peeking back in to see if anyone is awake inside that tavern. You look in, you can see the body of that one small dwarf slumped down in the same seat that they were before, clearly unconscious, hair matted into a pile of porridge. Old barkeep with only a handful of lanterns left. Roll a perception check.
Oh, baby, let's go. Old Timotheus coming in with that 20.
It's a bee.
Get those net 20s in chat.
As everyone else is focused on the action on the inside, you can see a small carved sign out on the front Arkonan that clearly states open for occupancy even during curfew. You seem to pick the right place as you make your way inside the dimly lit room. That old dwarf doesn't stir from his matted hair into his porridge as your boots hit that creaky floor. Even inside of a dark room in a tavern of not the finest quality, it's kind of nice getting to know that he's just gonna sleep in a bed soon. Well. If it's not that I'm in too big of a hurry to have a pint, guess. Human back behind the bar, cleaning a handful of wooden ale mugs. Best large legendary ladman chops on either side. Slick back hair though, kind of a crooked nose.
We are more than happy to take you up on that offer now.
I told you we'd be back. It was just a matter of time. Affairs of state must take precedent over affairs of state. My friend here had a quite the affair, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure you did. Nonetheless, I'm appreciative of the business. I don't know who's in control of this city anymore, but whoever it is gonna break me. Not here to gouge you. It's the normal rate. I'd just like you to consider possibly enjoying breakfast or a late dinner if you have the means to.
How about both?
I was gonna say, I mean, we could use dinner, drinks, rooms, and put breakfast on it as well.
You can see just a little bit of a tear kind of roll down this cheek. I appreciate that. I'd be happy to oblige.
Perfect. Let's start with the pints and pour yourself one too. I'm buying.
Do you need an additional light? And I'll just conjure a light and float it over towards him.
Oh, I have plenty. Let me show you your rooms first. As he wipes away the tears. Just let me show you your rooms first. He takes his old lantern and heads up those creaky steps. Opens up the side closet door. Gathers blankets. Some bedding. Gets it laid out as there's only 5 rooms up top and 4 of them are empty. If you could send one of those lights down to the griddle, that would be great, sir.
I do so.
I mean, if it helps, I can follow that light and, start getting things cooked up. I got some herbs in the bag.
No, I just want to work, sir.
Okay. All right.
I just want to.
Been a long time since I cooked anything. You need any help in the kitchen? You let me know.
I will. I will. As lanterns are lit on your individual rooms, you can see it's a sad state. They haven't been touched in a while. It's crisp. It's clean. It's homey. There's a couple of shitty yard birds up in either room. Tormund's got a pheasant. Tim, you have a particularly pathetic looking stuffed grouse inside yours. Couple of wood ducks inside yours, Gale. One small teal inside Dirakt.
Cinnamon or green wing?
Green wing. As you guys get settled in, intermittent flashing of lights from the lightning outside as the rain hits hard on that terracotta roof. Begin to hear the sizzles and smells of sausage, cut hog jowl, even a small waft of beef, some kind of long simmered cut, onions. It takes over the course of the next 30-45 minutes as you guys get settled in to have quite the midnight snack get brought in as he gets everything set up. Thank you. If you need anything, Wario, anything at all, I'll be in earshot.
Could we get a round of drinks?
Oh, those have been brought up as well.
Oh, okay.
And you actually have the whole bar cart is in the hallway. So hard stuff is at your own poor disposal. He can run ales downstairs for you if you need be.
Yeah, I got one thing for you. Hold on. First of all, we never got your name.
Sheridan.
Say that again?
Sheridan, you see that ugly dragonborn son of a bitch over there? His name is Dirakt. If you can wake up before him and have the coffee going, I got an extra 50 gold on top of the rent tonight. Can you help an old man out? When does he usually race?
You're gonna have to figure it out. He's got a little leg shaker in him. He likes to wake up in the middle of the night. Don't let it fool you.
All right. I will do my best. I'll do my best to get the coffee up in the morning. I mean, it's what I do anyway, but okay. Deal's the deal. He sticks out his hand.
Deal's a deal. Tormund Faust. That's Gale Everstorm. Arkonan, and you already know that crouching one over there. Thank you for this wonderful meal, these drinks. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Sips back on his just a little bit. Cheers. Excellent.
So, since we got you here, what news have you heard coming through Neverwinter?
Nothing. We've been on full lockdown. We're just trying to scrape by to pay bills this month. Normally there's plenty of travel in and out between the markets. Since the explosions have started, there's no one to travel. We've already had to throw out the first lot of food. Tried to eat as much as we could and cook and freeze, but it's just me these days. Family's long moved on. Headed to Waterdeep. Opportunity. I want to run an old inn with the Ancient old man. I don't blame him. I don't know the state of affairs on the other side, but it's shit over here.
What made you hold on to this place? Everybody else left. You could have closed up shop, gone with them. Why'd you stay?
People can take a lot of things away from me, sir. But they can't take away my fucking home. So, when these beams burst and they fall and they collapse down, they can take my body with it. My daddy didn't leave when things got hard in Neverwinter, and his daddy didn't leave when things got hard in Neverwinter. So I'm not gonna leave either.
Sounds like you guys have had multiple generations here.
That's right.
You know a lot of the families in this town?
Kind of stares at you blankly. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Underhill family?
Underwood.
Underwood.
Doesn't matter. It's not my clientele. Not my tax district. All that I care is that the gates are open. Those aren't the people that frequent my establishment. The big families on the hill, what's the matter to me?
Inconsequential. Got it.
All that matters is opening up this damn economy. I can't make any money, the house will collapse on me.
Well, you got some gold in your pocket from tonight. Enjoy the ale. I'm gonna enjoy some of this food.
Please, if you need anything, let me know. As he makes his way back down steps. Rag up over the shoulder, happy to have been of help.
You know what I think would be good? Is if we take this food and we take this drink with all the shit that is going on, and we go down to the bar and we eat and drink there, get a bit drunk, and tell nothing but positive, fun stories as a bit of a reminder for normalcy. Perhaps maybe he would enjoy that.
Speak for yourselves, whippersnappers. Soul man's going to bed.
Take your happy ass to bed. I don't want to eat in my room. I'd rather go down to the tavern. That sounds
I've
like a
already
lot
ate.
more fun.
Get some rest, you dipshits.
Get some rest in time. What, Gail? You want to go have a bite and a pint? Let's go down and have a bite and a pint. Or a few.
I could use a few drinks. Been a rough couple days. Arkonan?
Yeah.
Want to join?
Yeah.
So grab a sausage, take a bite. It's settled. Let's go downstairs.
As you guys make your way down those creaky steps, you hear the sound of more than just a single solitary voice raised. What do you mean you're at occupancy? It doesn't matter. We need all the rooms up top now. This is not a paid order. This is a decree from the Lord Protector himself. We have quarter here. I can't provide that. I told you, I just installed a whole handful of people upstairs. I can't intend on kicking them out now. Oh, you're gonna kick them out, all right. There's one smaller, straggler mercenary, several scars across his face. Two other much larger men behind him. You're gonna kick him out. And you're gonna do it now. We're getting all of our own rooms, and you're gonna start cooking for us too.
Hey, shitbird! Why don't you quit talking to him? If you want to kick us out, you come talk to us.
He stares over and looks at you. It's dark. It's a little difficult as he gleams his eyes over your way. Well, good. You heard me. Get your shit. Get your friends. And get the fuck out of here.
We ain't leaving. I want to smile a big toothy smile, and as I do that, I'm going to emit a little fire from my mouth.
I can't afford this to happen here. Stop it, just all of you. Figure out an arrangement. I will give my room up. I'll sleep down on the bench. I went through too much of this shit this week to have this whole place torn up. I'm done with it.
One of them can have my room. You keep your room. I'll sleep down here in the tavern. I'm not a bitch. I can sleep anywhere.
You know what, Gail? They can have my room too. You got a room shared? I'll sleep on your floor.
I'll peek from behind Tormund and go, which one of you three likes to cuddle?
And get the creepy one out from back in the shadows too. Go on, get your shit. Don't have to do this.
Hey, this place means more to you than sleeping in that bed for me tonight. I'll sleep on your floor, it's fine. I slept in worse places.
Well, go on. Vormamos, get your shit. We've been trying to keep a city protected. Last couple of days.
Oh, stop there. I'm sure you're exhausted. I'll be back.
I can tell you've
don't
been
wear
doing
yourself
a
out.
fantastic
Please.
job. Please, you've been very successful, I can tell. Great work.
Were you protecting the city by blowing it up? Is that your protection?
Keep running your mouth. See where it gets you. Jails are still open.
Yeah, because you haven't done your job very well, have you?
I will silence your mouth right now, boy. Say one more peep. We'll go take you in, and then we'll come right back to your beds.
Come on, boys. Let's go let these girls have their nap.
Say one more thing. Try me. One more peep out of your mouths.
Ain't worth it.
That's what I
Come
thought.
on.
Silence is golden.
I send him a message. I can still talk to you, you fucker, without speaking.
Get out of... Boys, get the manacles. I told you
No.
not to pay...
Nope. Nope.
No.
As
do you mean?
Siegfried and Roy step out from in front of the door behind the two big guys. I don't think so. I don't think this is not the way this is going to go tonight, boys.
We're just racking up. Aiding and abetting necromancy. No, Sheridan, is that what we're doing these days? This shithole truly should have just fell through the crag.
You don't like it. You don't have to sleep here.
We're not sleeping here. We don't know how many undead bodies are here left.
If you sleep here, there will be more. You will join them.
As they slowly begin to back up and out through the front door.
How many are there? 3?
3 on the inside.
You know, if they, and I message to the others, if they leave, they're going to come back with more. And Sheridan will have issues.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not getting that sleep I wanted tonight.
As they slowly ease back to their horses. You see a handful of torches light up. First sound of glass break. As you can see them hurling those now lit torches into the top of the inn.
So these motherfuckers.
I cast a magic missile on the leader.
Rock and roll, baby.
Son of a bitch. All I wanted was another beer.
Magic missile on a surprise. Go ahead and cast it. You have a clear view. Everybody else roll their initiative.
$22 points.
All right,
How's
just
everyone doing, like, health-wise from the last fight?
nobody's rolled health dice or anything.
Okay,
No.
I'm just curious.
Direct's asleep. Hold your number. I'm not even gonna add it in initiative. We're gonna do this all by theater of mind. Those missiles go out, knocking that guard off of their horseback, falling flat on their back. Who's got the highest number out of initiative? What's your numbers?
I got 21.
21?
We got 11.
Big 9.
9? All right. I'll roll for the guards. We're tied with you, Arkonan. Roll off.
Cool. It's a roll off.
Oof.
Give me that one. Edge.
Tormund, it is your turn.
Crap in a hat. All right. Well, I guess as I see what's going on, I'm going to look at Sheridan. Get your ass upstairs. Douse those torches. Don't let this place burn down. We'll take care of this riffraff in the street. So do that. Tense up, go into a rage, and as I run out into the street, so one's off his horse, the other two horseback that I can see.
Big boys are on top of their horses.
Perfect. We're gonna full send. Let's go. Jesus. All right. And away we go. 28 to hit.
And you are hitting who?
I'm just hitting the first big boy in front of me on horse.
Yeah. That'll hit easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna sock him with this big mother. That is going to do 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. As you just crush this dude's leg in the stirrups, you can see it's bad. It looks broke. Ah! Son of a bitch!
Gonna hit him again. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
That's 18 points of damage on that second hit.
18 points of damage. Ah! Holding on. You don't think if he falls off this horse, probably not going to be able to stand.
After those two, I'm going to burn a second win card because it's not a happy place right now.
No,
I didn't.
No hit dice were rolled here, chat. Let it be a lesson.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna have a break, but we're not.
For real rest.
Yeah. Dirakt is the only smart one. We should have just gone to bed with him. Lieutenant. Jesus, God help me all.
After the barkeep gave us that riveting, like I can't let these guys just come in and shit all over him. I will defend this guy to my death.
By the way, It was totally Freudian that I called him a hotel name. Didn't even realize it in my head.
Sheridan?
Yeah.
I immediately started going, okay, next we're gonna meet a Marriott and a Hilton and a
dude, that was not my
Motel
intention.
6.
I just wanted something that was slightly Irish sounding.
Slightly Renfest?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Sheridan.
My name
All right.
is Simon.
Healing done. Rage complete. 2 strikes and movement done. That will wrap things up for me. On to the next.
Gale, it is your turn.
So technically still a level 6 at this point, right? Because we haven't slept.
Steven made the long rest.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Making sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to start muttering and tracing, and as I do, the breath, you start to see the breath kind of leave as it chills around, and I send a chromatic orb, and as I do, I'll spend sorcery points to twin it and send it at 2 of them.
Oh, still got enough. Nice.
So I do.
Which ones are you twinning it to?
The one that was mostly running his mouth, definitely.
He's on his ass on the ground from
And then
Arkonan's magic.
The one that hasn't been hit yet. I want to get him, you know. So that will be... That's the first one. And then this is the second one. 26 and a 24, will those hit?
Those will both hit.
So the first one is going to take 18 cold damage.
Oh, DTD on the guy on the ground. You decide.
Yeah, he's dead.
Are we gonna kill him? Oh my god, no.
Yeah, he's dead.
Is Gale gonna kill a bitch? You know Gale's killing a bitch.
And then the second one is 20 cold damage.
Oh yeah, they're done. Or no, that's the other guy. The other guy that hadn't been hit yet.
The other guy that hasn't taken any damage
he's still
yet.
upright.
Okay. Sorry, not in a good mood. And this guy ran his mouth, and yeah.
Jeez. I mean, never to piss you off on a Tuesday.
It's Thursday, bitch. No, it's and that's my turn. Yeah.
All right. The guy that you just hit with that cold orb, looking down and seeing his captain. Oh God. Here, we need more help. He is going to take 120 feet with his dash action and take ass off in the other direction. This is not the one next to you, Tormund. They are still there within that attack of opportunity. They are getting out of dodge. The one next to you, Tormund, he's locked in. Fucking coward! What's here? He's gonna swing down with his great sword. Oh, that'll hit 23.
That'll hit.
He's gonna do 14 points of damage with the swing of his great sword.
Got it. Noted.
He's gonna swing at you again. 13 will not hit. Arkonan, it is your turn. You have one person dead on the ground. One person damaged by 22 points from Gale, but they are now 120 feet away from you. Rounding the corner.
The one person is 120 feet.
Yes, and they have half cover right now.
So first of all, I will send Sonny and Cher over to the one that is still on the horse that tried to stand his ground, and they will make some. All right, so get to add. Okay, so it is 2 attacks. One is a 26 and the other one is a 9.
26 will hit.
Okay. And it does how much damage? Ooh, okay. 11 points of damage.
DTD on the horse rider.
The first one goes and kind of stumbles, and then the second one just grabs him off the horse and begins to tear into his flesh, Day of the Dead style.
You can't drag me down, Necromancer. My soul is safe.
And then for my action, all right, magic missile is the only thing I can do.
and it's got the range and it auto hits, so I'm okay with that.
Unleash
I'm fine with all of that, Tim.
I'm gonna take
Conan.
I'm gonna move 10 feet forward so that I make it 110 feet.
You murder hobos.
Just kind of like, just like look back, look forward, and go, it's about right. And I will do 21 points of damage. 21.
And you just see as that body hits the ground, horse winning, taking off down the alley. DTD. God, you little fuckers with magic missile! Ah, almost got away! Ah, I was so close!
So, like, I'm gonna make it so, like, one of them bounce off the horse and into him, so, like, the horse spurs him off and just takes off running.
And then I'm going to turn to Tormund and say, can you grab him?
The hell do you want me to do with him?
Just don't have him out in the middle of the street. And then Arkonan, we need to help. And I want to immediately try to, like, make sure the bar isn't catching fire.
Mm-hmm.
You guys turn around. There are 3 large flames in the first front-facing 3 rooms. I need to make a couple of rolls.
That's not good. Where is it?
It's still pouring rain, right?
All right. How are you guys running back in?
Apparently, I'm running with a couple of guards in my hands.
All right, you're going to 10 guards. Got it.
Am I able to get to, like, faster to, like, the second level of one of these rooms by using my ability to, like, lift myself up and, like, through the window to try and grab one of the torches and throw it back out?
You certainly can. Gale, as you lift up in the storm, I need you to roll just a 50-50. Roll a d20.
$14.
14. As you look into the center room, fire's caught the bed on, furnishing starting to creep up the wall. I need to make a roll. And you glance to the right, which is Dirakt's room. He is currently unconscious. I had 6 hit points. I got taken out with a torch.
Oh no!
I have 1 death saving throw, 1 failed, and 1 success.
I immediately go to his room and try to find Dirakt.
All right, so you go to your room towards the right, flying inside there. That's going to consume your action, or not your action, but it's going to consume your movement. Getting inside the room, what do you try to do next?
Do I see him?
Oh yeah, he's assed out on the on the bed where he was sleeping. Flames are all around him.
I'm probably going to get burned doing this, but I'm going to take out my potion of greater healing, and I'm going to go immediately over to him and force feed it to him.
All right, roll the healing on that.
least you're resistant to fire. I mean, that's a bonus.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. He is.
I am, at least.
I was like, I'm not.
Dude, I took
18.
the fucking torch right to it, though. I only had 6. I'm like, fuck. No!
18 points of healing.
18 points.
Fire! Fire! Wake up! Fire!
What the hell is going on?
We gotta put it out.
He wakes up in a bed of flames. Just can't get a goddamn rest anymore. All right, that ends your turn, Arkonan.
So you said there's 3 large flames that we can see from the outside?
Yep, the 3 front-facing rooms, correct.
Okay. So I will run in, and is there anything like a spittoon bucket, or just like a general water, bucket, or...
Without rolling a perception check, the moistest thing is the porridge bowl from that old nasty dwarf that's still assed out on the main table. But you can roll a perception check.
I will do so right now. That was 23.
23. Yeah, you're able to find a water barrel back behind the bar.
Okay.
And you just reach in, you can dip in 2 of the largest ale mugs right off the bat.
I will dip in 3 as I cast Mage Hand.
Hey, that's how you do it.
And then we'll do the balancing act to the first room we can find.
All right, it's the first room on the left. That contains both Gale, Dirakt.
Okay. And then I look in and go, you guys got this?
Looks like I have this!
And I just throw water in the room.
Ah! Steaming Dirakt in this pile that has now put out blankets. Still small trace fires over on the floor. Tormund.
Body patrol, let's go.
Well, one of them is being consumed, so...
I mean, I still got to get the other one in and upstairs.
You're going for the farthest one out?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm just with his Sonny and Cher running off and doing their things. I've got to, the only one who's got to get the body that's the most farthest away.
All right, you're racing after that bad boy. You're going to be able to get halfway there with your movement.
Wait, I got a horse in front of me. Why would I be racing? I'm gonna take that horse. I'm gonna go get that body.
Animal handling check.
Yahtzee. That is a dirty 20. Remember, I used to work in a stable.
That was damn close to that one, stable boy.
And the difference between 20s and 1s are all just a fine line.
All right. As you comfortably are racing down to go get the other bodies, we'll knock ourselves out of organized combat control with you reviving Dirakt. You guys have the means to put out the rest of the fire upstairs after Sheridan has been putting out the far room to the left. As you guys finish, you're able to save largely most of the heavy damage from happening. Rooms are going to need some new paint and some TLC. But the foundation and structure of this inn is still intact.
That's what I'm talking about. As
you pull back in, Sheridan wiping the sweat off the top of his head. I don't want to know where those things came from, sir. But I appreciate your help.
They're friendly. It's fine.
I don't...
Up to... Yeah, we still got several hours. You're good.
Sorry if you can forgive me for not trusting anything after the fissure opened here. Glad you have under control.
I mean, when you walk around with, well, them as friends, you get used to the reactions. My profession isn't exactly wanted.
In a lot of ways, we got a lot in common.
Are you all right?
Pours himself an ale. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I got a question. With these bodies of the guards, if we throw them in the burnt rooms, can you tell the Lord Protector that they're the ones who started the fire and maybe get a little money from the old man?
It's actually a better idea than I had.
I mean, it would be his soldiers that caused this damage.
I think that's our best course of action. I don't want anything. I just don't want to lose the last thing that I have. That's all.
Hey, anybody who cooks a sausage like you deserves to keep what he's got. We'll help you. I'll char up these bodies real nice. We'll throw them in the rooms. Dot. You know, if anybody asks, they came in here, pushed their way in, knocked over a lamp in their drunken brawls, started a fire. You had to put it out. They were all dead.
That's right, and I saw it. I saw the sons of bitches.
Yep, he saw it.
Head right back down into the porridge.
Thanks, Frank.
Ooh. Go look over. I'm just gonna kind of turn his head slightly so that he's not drowning in the porridge.
Couple of bubbles pop up. That guy.
You're definitely gonna need that. Hold on, just ever so slightly. There you go. I had almost near-death experience when I fell asleep in some spaghetti once. It's terrifying.
Oh, spaghetti. Oh. Can we at least see what may be in someone's pockets? Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that's a fair trade, you know?
Go ahead.
I'm saying that I'm already reaching into the guy's pocket.
I had that feeling you're already up in there, jingling the keys.
Yeah.
2 sets of manacles. 150 gold pieces between the 3.
Yeah.
Some nasty rations, dude. Nasty. Smell like potted meat. Oof.
Ugh.
Some certified hardtack.
The gold I immediately just leave on the bar.
Think those are renovation costs?
Looks like we found some good fortune in the street. He just smiles to himself. You won't. Don't pay me another cent. That's.
No, absolutely not.
No,
we
that's...
still owe you. We still owe you for dinner, breakfast, ale, and the day rate.
That is true.
And if you can wake up before Dirakt and get the coffee going, it's an extra 50 gold.
You son of a bitch.
What? Come on. I mean...
They're not gonna get any sleep now. They've been torched since you guys couldn't.
Go ahead.
Shuts his mouth. Get some goddamn rest, boys.
All right. I think that's probably the most wise thing you've said. I'm gonna take care of these bodies upstairs, and then I'm gonna go to bed on whatever floor I can find. It's like grab the bodies of these guards.
Sheridan's got it set up where there's a couple of cots that he brings out and gets the 2 remaining rooms set up into a couple of functional rooms. You won't have to worry about winning that bet. I think I'll be up all night. As he begins tending, taking care of the soot and the smoke damage so it doesn't permeate and stink up the entire place more than it already has.
I'll go through each of the rooms and just where I can with what I can, just start casting prestidigitation repeatedly.
You're able to remove the stench of fire.
Yeah.
Which right now is the most damaging part. It can
So I'll
get
spend
buffed.
some time having a drink and just doing that and everywhere to remove the smell.
It's like you painting impressionist painting with your drink. You got it out here.
Yeah. With class, you know?
I will post Eric outside the front door of the tavern on the sign. And then direct him that if he sees some shit. And then even furthermore, I will lay Sonny and Cher down next to the door and just like put the tarp over them, so they're just looking like piles of garbage now. And then as a third thing, I will take 10 minutes and pull out a piece of silver thread and weave it across the bottom of the door and the doorknob as I close the door and cast alarm. And the verbal components, I say, a single threat rings louder than the bell in the dark.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you threaten their drinking night inside their inn. It becomes the fortress. I just gave him a
Arkonan's
choice.
fortress.
This bitch is barricaded now. It's the bunker.
We want some sleep, damn it.
I just look at my handiwork and I go, yeah, I think we can all sleep now. I think we'll be good.
Tormund, as you go into Sheridan's main chambers, you can see the portrait of his family up. Well dated. Looks like his kids are teenagers at this point. Appears to be clinging to a time in his life that possibly was better, or one that he alludes to thinking is better. Just a glance before you prepare yourselves.
Let's take the photo and hold it in my hands for a second. I mean, this is how Dad felt. Trying to hold on to those moments in between campaigns. Maybe that's why he lied to us. Maybe he just wanted to have something other than stashing city guard bodies in burnt rooms. Sets the photo back where he saw it. Looks around one more time. Just kind of assessing the room he's in. Dropping down on the floor. Just laying his head down. This one's for you, Sheridan. And we could at least keep this place afloat one more day.
150
Close his eyes, goes to bed.
150 gold pieces, you get this place open for the rest of the year.
Hey,
You see the clientele down there?
doesn't matter, dude. He risked a lot pulling us in past curfew and cooking us a big meal. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, he could be holding on to something. He could have been the one who pushed them away. At this point, he's got a second chance. He can do with what he wants.
So you guys tidy up before the end of the night. Go ahead and click your long rest finally. And go refill your beverages.
We did it.
GD.
Oh, Arkonan's initiative order about made it interesting.
Damn it.
And now we're level 7. Yay.
What a shithead. It's all about them random encounters, chat. Oh man. I've freaking gone down 2 of the last 3 weeks. This is bullshit. Thank you. Nice little small encounters, easy to do. Easy peasy. Temporary guards. I love getting to be a guard and telling them that they can't talk. That's my favorite. It's like 100% of 100% in D&D. Oh, well, fuck you then.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You shut your mouth and you give us what we want. It's like, oh, ding. The horns have popped up.
I knew after I shed a couple of real tears for the barkeep, I was like, dude, they're gonna fight till the bitter end on this joint.
Dude, I was ready to just to for his sake make accommodations. 100% make accommodations. Sleep on the floor if that's what you want, Sheridan. You've already treated us better than most have ever done. So go ahead. You go ahead and give them our rooms.
Gave him a purpose again, man.
Just go. You got to keep poking the bear, and when you poke the bear one too many times, what happens?
Shut your mouth.
He eats your face. I could only hope that, between the gold and the guards and all that nonsense, the next time we see Sheridan, he's living over and the Blackleg district, just in a big swag house with a whole bunch of guilty gooses all over town.
It'll set things in motion, that's for sure.
So good.
Maybe you'll be able to hire somebody now so he has enough time to see his kids he hasn't seen.
You never know. He could be the next Lord Roaringhorn, starting a dynasty of wealth out of the slums of this shithole.
We'll start with having hamburger helper every night for the rest of the year.
Hey man, it's better than top ramen. At least you're getting real meat.
Truth.
Go get your beer. We got this nailed.
Make sure to reset your character.
Come on, get out of
here. I wonder if it's gonna update on Twitch. Because I know people were looking. They were like, "Are they level 7? Are they level 7?"
It takes a little bit longer than what you'd like sometimes. No, I have my beverage. I got it right next to me.
Yeah, I feel
taken care of.
I feel like RoBear knows how to twist the knife in me as well. Just you're so smug and you're just a shitty guard who can't do anything right, and you're just a fucking piece of shit. And do you even know who I am? And I'm just like, It's like, don't say another word. I'm like, well, I don't have to speak out loud to speak shit to you, bitch. Like,
it's so much fun to do that. It's such a shit tactic.
It's like, oh, I want to just like murder this guy, and I'm like, but I'm trying to like beat him, you know, like.
Because you guys gave me the concession, so what else can I take? Oh, I can take a little bit of pride. I can carve up a little bit of that. Take a little ego. Usually when my guards take the manacles out, it's usually 5 to 10 minutes away before their last breath.
It wasn't even that long.
God, I was so close to getting away too.
I was actually getting ready to pull out Oathbow. I was gonna take a bow shot at him.
That was dope. That would have been dope.
That was my next move, because I can't throw Stormbringer because it won't come back. I'll have to go chase the son of a bitch down. Now I can throw it again because I've had my rest. Let's go.
So much fun shit I get to deal with on my warlock. I've never had a level 7 warlock before. Actually, here I am. I'm kind of at the bottom of my wine over here. I will go grab a
I knew it. Go get it. We got this under control. Don't deprive yourselves. Always live dangerously. Gail, quit working.
Shit, you caught me.
Yep. You have to understand. I run a 24/7 radio station. I know what work face looks like. Oh, and I'm getting the feed from chat that apparently tonight was a massacre for the ball game. I don't even want to look at the box score. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna take it that the Pods lost to the Dodgers, and this series we're just gonna give up all 3 games.
You know.
Great.
You know.
No, I don't. My team has been on fire up until this point. It's that slow degradation. It's just like you in a tavern with guards chipping away at you. You gotta get that one point where it all falls apart, and you kill them in the streets at the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like the most noble of things to do, but also those guys are
they're
assholes.
mercenary, dude. They're mercenary, dude. They don't care.
Yep. And now my cam is too low. Like I'm saying, like I gotta be like slouched like this in my chair, like, you know. But then like whenever I get into it, I'm up here, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like I gotta see if I can find like a happy medium here.
Dude, you're fine. I'm looking at you on the camera box right now. You're good.
There. It's like a happy medium.
I just can't with you. Oh, God. It's like I'm getting the replay of the Pods Dodgers game right here in chat. You guys just want to torture me. It's like twisting the knife. Go ahead. You see what happened?
Level 7.
Hey, if we did one thing good tonight, it's at least we kind of saved this struggling inn and this innkeeper who is desperately trying to hold on to his bar.
That's the innkeeper out of work is like me seeing the Sarah McLachlan video. It's the only way I can conjure up some actors' tears.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, yeah, like I saw you, because I know how much it was like, you know, impactful for you, and I was just like, man, like Sheridan.
Can I say I don't know if you have the HD quality that I have on the screen in front of me, but when I saw one single tear roll down Cap's cheek, I was like, oh wow, this is personal. He's feeling this character. He understands this pain.
Yeah, dude. Been there. Didn't think about it till it happened, so it was just one of those. This shit's real.
OG has your Oscar waiting for you at the door.
All right, that was a great session.
All right, here's the big
Bedtime.
roll.
Oh no, is the bridge open or not roll?
Diract's sleep pattern's gonna be a little fucked up. He did just die in his sleep. So he's an extreme disadvantage. Oh. We're rolling one more for him.
Oh baby.
All right. All this has to be is not a double one for Sheridan. Oh, that 14. We'll get that waft of coffee. You guys rise.
As soon as I smell that coffee, I'm making a beeline to see who's making it. Like clumsy ass arms falling as I'm trying to get up, stumbling down the hallways, bumping into doors.
As you burst your way all the way down. It is very much old man Sheridan.
You ever see old man up and make coffee?
It's not like it was a big challenge. He did get hit with a flaming torch while he was trying to sleep.
Doesn't matter. As much as I've been adventuring with that old man, he's been dead and come back and still beat me to make coffee in the morning.
We got some traditional Neverwinterian wakes. Sit aside. Enjoy. It's already got the Irish coffee made.
Oh, yeah.
So I take and prink, 5 stacks of 10 gold pieces each. Earn that.
Just shakes his head. Doesn't really know where to bury his pride up at the moment. Roll a perception check.
Oh, perception. You are a +1. Perfect. Here we go. It's a 9.
It's a 9. It's not hard because you make it just a glance over and out the front door, but you can tell the new fresh cut flowers inside the window boxes. Probably had the money to afford that for the first time in months.
Are those
Yeah. I could play the
flowers I smell?
flower lady.
No. It's very becoming. I don't smell the stale ale and other spirits just that have melded into the floor. That's good. I like that.
You can see has been able to pay a few invoices this morning. Kerosene is back inside. Functionally all the lamps at the tables. You can tell it's even cleaned up after old Frank. Which, like all problem alcoholics, somehow rather functional whenever the sun comes back up. Is up and out. Has been cleaned up afterwards. There's even a what looks like a I don't know, there's a new young couple. They look like they're sizing up each other's food. They haven't even touched it yet. They just keep looking at it and drawing over on a sketch pad next to them.
Ugh.
If they keep doing that, it's going to be cold before they get to it.
Let me guess. They ordered 2 avocado toasts with eggs over easy.
I
right?
don't even have avocados. I got some deviled eggs and some fresh fruit and some egg. I guess they haven't seen a sunny side up egg in a while. I like my
Yeah,
boy.
food bloggers.
I like my boy. Whatever.
Couple of sunny side up eggs, few strips of bacon, couple of slices of toast, maybe some hash browns, biscuit, and some gravy.
We do have excellent gravy.
Sausage
Smile.
gravy or bacon gravy? There's a difference.
He looks at where he goes, where do we come from? Both. Both will do.
I come down the steps at this point. Direct, you.
Somebody beat the old man up.
I slept in, and I think it is a perfectly responsible response to dying in your sleep to torch fire.
It's better than dying in your sleep and not waking up in the morning.
You imagine what I'd have to deal with? I spoke to the phoenix that I perished in flames instead of risen in my own slumber? Can't be the only one that doesn't find that funny.
Probably one of the times you chastised me would be similar to that. I can picture it in my head already. In fields outside of Phandalin.
I need all 3 of you to roll perception checks.
Fitting.
25.
Because all of us look
17.
towards the front door as a large carriage rolls up, displaying a massive symbol of Tyr on the side. You see a heavy-set man with a petticoat disembark from that carriage as it parks in the front. What would you guys like to do?
I was watching the scene.
Yeah, I'm here for breakfast.
Actually, while I see this, I'm gonna look over at Sheridan. Just the normal clientele of this place?
Government vehicle.
Yeah. Always a good sign.
Well, I mean, you did have that accident with those soldiers last night.
Hey, you were just telling us about it when we got here this morning for breakfast.
Oh, really? Was there an accident with some soldiers here? As a familiar voice permeates from behind that petticoat.
Wait, who is that? Wait, I know that voice.
All right, boys, we need to round them all up. I know this crew has been up to no good and keep. There's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise.
You son of a bitch! If you're gonna take me, you're not gonna take me alive! He runs up to him and just wraps his arms around him.
Oh, this is a good distraction, boys. Take his extra sausages. You're only gonna have one chance at this. Roll a strength check. I'm going to hold you.
Hold on.
I got a +3 on Braden.
That's gonna be a 22.
I can't hold him. You know, I can't hold a hungry Tormund in the morning.
Hey, look. See this man right here? This is Sheridan. He's the innkeeper here at the Guilty Goose. He actually beat Dirakt up this morning to make coffee.
Oh, it's not surprising you done wore his ass out. The arthritis is setting in with all this rain coming in. Ugh. I'm about sick and tired of it already.
Wait,
No.
hold on. What? How did you get the government escort? I mean, why are you in this carriage?
Have you been working for the government this whole time?
He slaps down a deputized badge. Been helping out with transport since the first level of explosions. Been helping the sick and wounded.
I'm sick, he's wounded.
You're all
Why are you looking
sick.
at me like that?
There's not a one of you here that's right in the head.
Got a good point.
So hold on. Basically, you're telling me right now you got free run of the city.
Aye. One of the few people that can get across the bridge.
The bridge is closed.
You're damn right the bridge is closed. Why would it be open? The city's on lockdown.
I didn't think we're here. We were gonna cross the bridge last night. We realized it was curfew. We didn't try it.
I'll be honest. Come over to this side to take a couple more jobs and help out. See if I couldn't find yous. Breakfast was on my mind first. You can smell it from the block down.
You know when the food is good, you'll find us. Sure, give my man some breakfast, please. And
Any
a cup
place,
of coffee.
any place that can afford morning flowers right now has got to have quite the haul. That's what pulled me in.
I thought it was my my own aroma. The fact that you smelled that I would be in the best breakfast spot in all of this wretched town.
You know, it was in the back of my mind that I might find your fat horse hanging out here somewhere as well.
Well, you know, I'll take that as a compliment, considering that you almost rival me in the terms of rotundness, sir.
Shut up, boy. Taking sausages, boy.
Come here, sit, have a drink with us. It sounds like you can help us in the next part of our adventure because we need to get across that bridge.
Barkeep Sheridan, whatever you're doing, double it. As he puts a stack of 20 gold coins over and shoves it. Look at this. I got some of this fancy per diem over here. This is all your tax money anyway. It needs to go back to you. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in something a little bit better than the swill you can get on this side, be happy to wheel a couple barrels up for you. Straight from God's country.
It's good stuff.
Oh, I'm sure it's just wonderful. But in case he wants some supplies here while he gets a chance, things are tight. I understand. So, tell me, boys. Give me the short of it.
You want the quick and dirty? So, here's what happened. We went into the sewers, trying to get across the rivers so we can go to Gail's home. Found out we needed to double back and save Gail's girlfriend. Gail's girlfriend now consumed by Talos in his court. We had a big blowout after running into the House of Knowledge. Met a crazy lore master down there. Fought a whole bunch of other lightning beings. They're turning people into batteries. And yeah, now pretty much we're trying to get back across the river so we can go see Gail's family.
It's been quite the adventure since we last had dinner. Sorry it took so long.
Oh yeah, a few of us like almost died. We did die. Did we die?
He said he wanted the abbreviated version.
Oh yeah, death happened.
I'm pretty sure that those are the notes to Knights in White Satin. I'm almost...
Yeah, I can't undo it.
I wanna... Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send.
And now we're canceled on Twitch.
Yes, I love you.
This is amazing.
Karaoke, I love it.
Irish Nights in White Satin. Well, so you need to get back across the river. Good news on that front. You happen to be talking to one of the few people that can get you there.
Oh, thank goodness.
What is it like elsewhere in the city?
It's chaos. Pure chaos. About the same. But there's less mercenaries over there. The Minteran that the Lord Protector's hired definitely congregated around the House of Knowledge and the halls of justice. But even their ranks are looking thin. This damn storm that won't relate. People's houses catching on fire. There's so much darn lightning. Rich seem to be holding out all right. Businesses on the waterfront having a tough go of it. Folks are going down there when they can. That's a real pickle. It's one of the other reasons why I want to stop in one of the local joints over here. It can't be doing good this far from the scar. Sectioned off on the other side of town. It's not good. It's a port town. People are doing all right, though. Could have been worse. You can't even see the moon shot over there. The shot of the night is completely consumed with a Lord's Thunderhead. I'm assuming we know who that is, don't we?
Isn't that where you guys were?
Yep.
Aye.
It was weird as hell.
What a strange place it was, too. Oh, really? You made your way into the start of night, did you? Just why would you... Oh. Yeah, your story, Tormund.
Oh, yeah, I kind of left that out, didn't I? Yeah, those two were over there while we were on this side trying to find, I'm sorry, Gil. We were trying to find Myra.
So, yeah, we need to get back and have a conversation with my parents, potentially. I forgot something upstairs. I'll be right back. Gail just kind of leaves the table, goes upstairs for the time being.
I'm not hungry. I'm gonna go check on Gail.
Suit yourselves.
I follow Gale upstairs. I'm a couple steps behind you. What do I find you doing upstairs?
You would see Gale go into the room that he had slept in and go to the nightstand, and he pulls open the drawer and he pulls out fancy handkerchiefs that he still has. That's like decoratively embroidered silk, like over the top. And you see him pull his coin purse out, and he pulls out about 250 gold, and he places it in the center of the handkerchief. He kind of wraps it around and ties it up, places it in the drawer, and then just closes it and like rests his hand there for a bit, and then just kind of like looks out the window, and then eventually kind of stands up, turns to leave, and probably at that point notices you. Oh, Tormund, I didn't... Did you need something?
Just worried about my friend. What's, staying with the coins?
I just figured I could let Sheridan know that there was an issue with the drawer here that might need immediate attention. And he just didn't seem too eager to be openly given things. So I figured I would just leave him something when we left.
You know, not a smart man. As he folds his hands and sets them on his belly. I think there's more to it than that. I might have been lurking here a little longer than I should have. When you looked at that window, I've seen that look before. The House of Knowledge. You stared out the window that way, thinking about Myra, after I told you to get some sleep. We'll find her. We'll go to Talos's court, all of us, together, and rip her out of there if we have to. Just don't leave us out. Just want to make sure that you never forget that whatever family is across the river, if they don't support you, fuck those guys. They don't understand who you are. We do. Your family travels with you everywhere. Just don't try and take any of this on your own. Because your problem is our problem. Even if you don't think it is. Everything that's going on with Talos, it's just like the dragon. It wasn't my dragon to slay, it was ours. And we did it together. That's how it all started. Just don't lose sight of that. I know it's hard here in your hometown. Just don't be afraid to let us know what's in your head. That's all I'm saying. And I know Myra's out there. And it's in here. A lot of the ways, my dad was in here. But we'll get through this together. Just remember, we all can carry this burden.
You know, before I went on my adventure and met you all, she was my family. She has similar understanding with her family, and our families didn't get along. But we saw each other for who we were. Young kids getting into shit, doing stupid things, having fun, falling in love. And if I go back home, I know part of my fear is that I don't have her to just turn to. And this is partially for Sheridan, but also for me. That money is the last of what I have from my Underwood allowance. And I've been holding it for a while. But regardless of what happens, that's not who I am anymore. And if I'm going to become who I need to be, then it doesn't matter what my family says, because I'll walk away.
It always matters what your family says. It just matters who your family is. Come on. Leave that crap behind. I think our friend is feeling his new windfall of profits. What he does with it, so be it. All we can hope is that the family that I saw in the picture, he might get a little more time to spend with. Come on, let's get out of here. Seems like Braden's got us way across the bridge. Finish our coffee, have a little bit more to eat. And whatever happens across the river, just remember, they're not your family if you don't want them to be. Because your family is always with you. That's us.
Let's go.
Oh, I tell you right now, it smells like bacon and sausage and all these wonderful things. And I'll be down to Braden Barley. Have you eaten them all yet?
Oh, you're that shit out of luck. If it weren't for this innkeeper here who just happens to produce a whole hidden set of Canadian bacon out of nowhere. Well, you consider yourself a lucky man, Tormund, for two reasons. Now you have escort and bacon.
Now, technically, this is not bacon. This is just salt-cured ham.
Well,
and my mom would tell you all about that because she knew the difference.
Well, let me tell you, it is a good substitute for the sausage, which is gone. You have both kinds of bacon, you picky fuck.
What about the gravy? What about the gravy? I've heard about the gravy. I want to have some gravy.
Yeah, there's still both kinds on the table. I don't think he's running out of gravy anytime soon with you porker sitting here.
Here's what you need.
Me a porker?
No, don't listen to him. As I split two biscuits open and I grab a ladle of each one of the gravies, and just cross thread them across those biscuits.
As he's still holding it, I literally swipe the plate. I just grab the plate. Thank you. Set it down and start eating it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If there's anything I've taught you, Gail, to this point, it's how to eat. You can look almost as good as me.
Good is certainly a word for it.
Hey, I'm a hungry dragonborn. I mean, I've got a lot of sexiness to sustain. I mean, look at me. Actually, just knocking charred ash from off of him.
Oh my god. Tormund. The guild hall leader, she is here. You're good.
Leah? That's we're not gonna worry about that. She's somewhere out there. If she finds me, she finds me. At this point, it is what it is. We got other things to deal with. We gotta cross the river. We gotta go find those other folks.
No. For once I can be of use. Aaliyah is no longer in the city. Guilds were evacuated. Early.
Is she back in Phandalin?
Back in Phandalin. Don't know how talks went. They never had a chance to meet. There was supposed to be talks of expansion and letting the guilds back in. I never got there. Luckily, she wasn't in the Hall of Justice when all hell broke loose.
You can actually see Tormund take a sigh of relief as he realized that Halia has been in the city the whole time and he's just now realizing it. With all these explosions.
So did
She was
I.
a part of that.
I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, God.
All right.
Just put my hand on your shoulder and just give it a pat.
We're
Like,
gonna need
I
some
get
boxes
it.
over here, Sheridan. These boys aren't gonna stop eating. Like hogs to the slop. He says this as he reaches over and grabs another piece of Canadian bacon. All right, we'll be here all day clogging his toilets and chamber pots up. Boys need to do anything before we go.
No.
Hold on. Gotta settle our bill. Sheridan, how much do we owe you for our dinner, breakfast, ales, and night's stay?
Just kind of shakes his head. I You've paid so much already. I standard rate for all of this would have been 8 gold, and even that's asking a lot these times.
So I lay 16 gold on the table for your trouble. Appreciate you in your hospitality.
I know
May you expand, branch out, and spend more time with your family in the process.
Maybe.
He takes that pint that's sitting in front of him, just slams it.
Yeah, you need to franchise this gravy.
How good is it?
Actually, it's very good.
Maybe we'll
Best
have enough
gravy I've
time
had
to
in a
think
long
about
time.
it. But go before you make any more stupid decisions.
We have a lot of those in our future.
Collects and he takes Braden Barley up on that keg of ale, and you can see Braden damn near hostile as he won't take any money for it either. Rolls it off the back of the cart. Oh, oi, Tormund or Gale's goddamn coin. Keep it to yourselves. I'll win it myself. He rolls it back behind. Well then, we gonna get moving or what?
Why are we still sitting here? Let's go.
Come on, let's get in the wagon. All
Let's
right.
go. Oh,
Braden Barley and his
Sheridan.
nurses.
Sheridan, I forgot to tell you. First room on the left, it's where I slept. You should really check out the right bedside table. There was something really wrong. You just
Did you upper deck him?
No, he couldn't open the drawer. I saw it.
No.
He was having issues opening the chest of drawers. It was fine. You may want to go grab a pry bar and get in there. See what's jamming it up.
He doesn't know what
Pooped in
you've
the
done, but it
nightstand.
doesn't stop him from rolling his eyes. Fine.
Sorry. But it's, yeah,
I'm sure it will be fine.
just saying you should go check it out because it smells.
The only
He
thing
pooped in
that
the
you
nightstand. That's what happened. He pooped in the nightstand.
shaking his head. Don't be a stranger. Let me cook another meal for you. Please. Thank you, friends.
Sounds good.
We'll come by before we head out of town.
I look forward to my next appearance at the Guilty Goose.
So he throws his bar rag up over his shoulder, leaned up against the front doorway, strokes through his large chops on either side as you guys take off in that official government stagecoach.
So before we like get in the stagecoach, we come outside, and I look to see that my 2 piles of garbage are still there.
They indeed are.
And I go, ooh, yeah, that's right. Hold on. And as everybody's kind of packing in, I take the tarp off of each one, and I stand them up, and I go, okay, open your mouths, open, and then I take my material components for Animate Dead, and I reanimate them so that they don't lose control and, you know, wreak havoc all over the place. And I go, okay, now chew your food. I want to see that you swallowed it. And then I'll just set them on the back of the stagecoach, and then put the tarps back over them, and just kind of tie them down.
Braden looks back over at you. Jesus, Arkonan.
I'm a collector.
We can't even cross the Dolphin Bridge once without contraband. And 4 of the biggest dipshits this town has ever seen.
I thought we were the contraband.
You are. Yeah!
An Eric will trail above us in the air.
Trailing up above in this government stagecoach. This will be a advantage stealth check with everyone on board. It would have been double advantage. However, now we have 2 dead bodies on the back. This is our stealth roll.
Oh, get out of here. Tormund got a nat 20. Let's go. We are super stealthing.
All right, and mine only roll 1. God, dude.
Oh, no.
You got one more, thank God.
$16.
And I got a 15. Right? Yeah, 15.
Need my nat 20 to negate all your badass rolls.
Oh, goddamn, hot, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 17.6, baby.
That's one of our highest collective rolls ever.
Ever, dude.
We did it. We got across the bridge. Yes.
The DC was 18.
No! I mean, we got that government badge. It's at least like a 9.
4K, but we got 2 dead bodies at the same time.
We're just returning them. That's all we're doing.
Hey,
We're returning
hey,
them.
why did the Yankees win? They got the pinstripes. That's why. It's all about the distraction.
As we pull up to that first checkpoint on the functional Dolphin Bridge. All right, big man. Show us your paperwork. Well, you see, I'll be honest with you boys. Didn't have as much work as I imagined over here, but there's a place you gotta go there and eat, the Guilty Goose. If you haven't gotten a piece of it, they got bacon and sausage gravy. Ah, come here, as he opens up one of the boxes. offers a couple of the pieces of breakfast food that he has there. There is no guard in my fantasy planet that can turn down that.
Absolutely not. Stuck on a shift? Oh, hell no.
So this is their investigation checks with disadvantage, since we have offered breakfast.
17 nat 20s all in a row. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
13.
No, what the hell? Quit it!
What is
Stop!
happening?
It's the most ridiculous investigation rolls ever.
They were a disadvantage, so you're fine. They come out at a 15.5.
The hell?
Not noticing anything particular out of order. All right. It's damn good gravy. As he dips one last piece. Yeah! Don't forget, it's a guilty goose! I need help over there on that side. They've been locked down for a long time. Send your men if they're in order over there. As you guys look out the window, now halfway over the Dolphin Bridge, looking at the construction going on back at the main Dragon Bridge. Finally crossing without having to go through the sewers. Welcome back to Northern Neverwinter, boys. Exactly where are we headed to?
Gale, I believe that's your direction.
The Blue Lake District.
All right. Black Lake it is. Is this only taken until 12:42 a.m.? The ultimate stall job.
And as we get to the door, that's what we'll pick up next week.
Oh, bitches, I got an hour and 18 minutes. It's just...
Oh, wait, did I say that? I meant we need to go to the port for more spam.
Port for more spam. I've never heard of that before.
The only stop would have
delicacy.
taken is if I gotta take a shite.
Do you?
Oh yeah, but my tummy's rumbling with them all those eggs. That was a good one. That one's gonna be canon. Oh, and it leaks back right into the carriage. Oh, as he leans forward. Sorry, government vehicles. They don't hold up so well. It's not exactly a Cadillac. You know, it doesn't have an axe in front of it either.
Prestidigitation, just
It's doing all you can. You look like Harry Potter versus Voldemort trying to take care of this fucking cloud.
Specto Minoso. Yeah. Jump out. No, just
Never mind. I want to go back to the Driftwood Inn. They got shrimp and grits over there that's to die for.
ooh.
Go ahead and roll a survival check for your directions back to the Blue Lake, my friend.
Oh, of course it's a nat 20. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly where you're going.
Dude.
Can I roll lucky?
No.
Hold on,
No. If there was ever a dice roll that told the story, you know,
Wow.
110% where you are. And the dice knew it.
That's incredible.
Thank you, Chad. Get those nat 20s in there.
Amazing.
Well, it's destiny now. Let's go. I've had enough beers to make this eligible, I guess.
Better have one more.
Going through the cobblestone streets. As it feels like you're entering the Hyde Park area of London. Old architecture, stonework, and perfect trim hedgerows. Tight streets and quaint cornerstone shops. With fresh cut flowers, as always, the Neverwintian way. You pass small corner pubs to boutiques. Till the lake comes into view. Like pulling in early morning in Chicago, wrapping around Lakeshore Drive. With that gentle storm in the background. Rain dripping down, you can see the old clock tower, Gail. You look back over, you can see this office for the old local newspaper that used to have to go and run and fetch before they even had folks that would deliver the paper.
I'd probably be giving like a tour too. Like that is where I had to grab the paper every morning. It was mandatory. If I didn't, well, suffice to say, I was eager to stay on the good side. And that is Luther's Luxuries. That is actually my main tailor and the tailor for our family. Luther is fantastic and can do wonders.
My God, that's the famous Luthers you've been talking about.
Mm-hmm. And that is Aranel's shop. That is for magical items and curiosities. Aranel is a longtime family friend, and he's a bit older, but he's a good man. And right there, well, we call her Mrs. Peacock because she would wear these big brilled hats, and she really likes birds. But we would sneak into the back and steal some of her strawberries from her little garden, and we'd get in trouble. We got caught one time. My dad was pissed, but this is where the fun happens.
Another sharp right turn before you see a familiar set of trees. Down that cobblestone pathway, a street that you haven't been on in so long. As we ride underneath these weeping willows, headed towards the front of the Underwood estate. Describe it.
So it is, it's like classical, you know, it's cobblestone, like streets. It's like brick and mortar iron, like wall all around. It's got a curving kind of like carriageway leading to the front, with like a small fountain in the middle. And it's like all proportionate. You see like a similar row of like flowered trees, and it's like everything is like neatly placed as it should be, right? And it's like symmetrical. And it's this large towering building with a small offshoot building as well where the servants lived. And yeah, it's all like, well, it was, I don't know how it looks now, but it was like nice brick and mortar, fancy curved windows, large central window that had a big ornate chandelier behind it that would light up at night, well lit, and two basically like pyre-like large, solid like quarry statues stand on either side of the entranceway as you go into the main oversized, overdone double doors that are these deep mahogany, like thick, just breathing. Like you walk, and as you open the door, you can just smell the wood coming off of it, with golden like handles, and yeah, it's all over the top.
Saul comes rushing back to you. As that carriage stops ahead of the front wrought iron gate, what animal is picturized on the left and right hand side of your family's gates?
What would seemingly be weird enough, but you would see these two like large bats actually, and this is kind of like sort of a symbol of the night, and you know, because their expertise, they would like to flaunt it in everything that they do. And so you'd see two large bats that, you know, blend in with the shadow of the night, as well as the statues right outside of the front doorway. When you get closer, is inscribed with just this like beautiful artistic artwork of basically all creatures of night, but at the very top would be the bat.
Very cool. Well, gentlemen, I think we've arrived. We're just waiting for the servants to meet us up at the gate. Gil? What would one of their names be?
It would probably be I would say Margaret. She was actually, no, it wouldn't have been Margaret. It would have been Tara.
How old would Tara be?
She was a little bit older than me, like a little bit older, but we bonded pretty well. Female, human, dark brown hair, and she worked under the headmistress or maid. Sorry, not mistress. The head maid,
Freudian
Margaret.
slip. That is not a sight for sore eyes. Come, come. Open the gates. Open the gates.
Hi, Tara.
Master Issac. Welcome back to Willowworthy.
Thank you.
As you guys look up and you can see the old historic signs of this house and its original name, Willowworthy. This will be truly a fantastic evening. We cannot wait to hear of your hunts. Most of all, we're happy that you're safe. And she just breaks complete protocol and goes over and gives you a big hug.
And I hug her back, and it's a genuine hug. Like, as you guys are sitting there watching, you can see that there's like a kinship, and it's a good, solid. It is good to see you. I hope you've been doing well, considering.
We have been making our
down.
best.
He's gonna hug both of you together.
Oh,
This just makes me so happy. I love both of you guys.
okay, Tara. This is these are my friends.
Oh my. Many guests. many guests.
Yes.
But this, it doesn't matter. They will be incredibly elated to see that you have returned.
I'm sure.
Especially in these times. Then things have been in lockdown. They will appreciate the company. We were ready. We have a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is your driver going to be staying with us as well?
Oh, it's not a driver. That's Braden Barley. That guy makes the best ale you'll ever taste in your entire life.
And 5 it is.
Oh, by the way, if you need any help in the kitchen, I got a niche. I've been ready to cook for a couple of days now.
You get an eye glare that is half the fuck, half this guy is out of his mind.
But I mean, if you got that, I can totally understand. I mean, I mean, if you, okay, I got it. Cool. Okay.
Going to go so well.
I was just trying to be helpful, Gail.
Look, no, I appreciate that, but yeah, it's been a while. We had this talk a while back because we thought we were going, and then we got sidetracked. But it's typically less is more, at least with my interactions with my family. So,
What about my interactions with your family?
definitely less is more.
This is like the first big South wedding that I've ever had to go to, where we had to convince all the rednecks, like just tone your shit down just a little bit.
All right. So basically, what you're saying is, don't get drunk and use the leftover bottles for bowling pins when I get, to swing a Stormbringer around.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. All right. So got it. Less is more. Less is more. Got it.
This
Less
is like
more.
one of those fancy parties that you were talking about, right? Where you have to put on.
Speaking of that, Mr. Isaac,
Yes,
I hope
sir.
you won't be terribly offended, but we are going to escort you and the rest of your group to the annex to freshen up before entering into Willowworthy proper.
You mean freshen up? I just woke up. I mean, I smell fine down there.
Nah.
We have a
debatable.
carriage with 2 dead bodies in road funk.
Yeah.
We-
Which, thinking of that at this moment, I just turned Arkonan. They can't come in.
Oh, they're already off the carriage. While you guys were talking, I untied them and shoot them off.
Where, never mind. I don't want to know where you shoot them off to. I mean, you just literally released 2 zombies.
I think I turned to go to Arkonan to tell him this, and glancing at the card, I'm like, Arkonan,
I'm just leaning by the card, we're good. We're good.
thanks. And yeah. Okay.
You look back and you can see one of them's doing a tuck and roll, like the fattest possum or raccoon in the block as it rolls into the storm drain. Oh my god! He's like, how the hell are we gonna get that thing out? Oh god!
At this point, I'm just worried about getting to dinner. I gotta freshen up. I mean, you gotta find a suit and tie to fit this physique.
No. Maybe
Be
we should have
fine.
stopped at Luther's, but no, it is fine. You are a guest. They will be hospitable, I think. Although you're my guest, so I don't know.
Beep. It's no... Master Isaac, it's not the first time that we've had a large-scale dinner party unannounced here at Willowworthy. Everything will be taken care of. You need to relax. Get ready to be pampered as you have always been pampered before. We will take care of everything as well as your party. We will alert the rest of the family to know that they await not only your safe arrival, but tales of no doubt epic conquests in the field.
Who is all here from the family?
You have to tell me that because I don't have a clue. You tell me how many family members, and
So
considering it's
there's-
lockdown, I would assume that everyone is back at the house that permanently lives at the house, including maybe somebody who was visiting who is now stuck here.
Right. So it depends because my sisters were also in the business, so everyone did a lot of traveling with my family. So that's why I was saying some of them could be out, some of them could be here. But basically, it's my father, Issac, Sr., my mother, Cecilia, my oldest sister, Katharina, my middle sister, Esther, and my youngest sister, Laura.
No brothers?
No brothers. I'm the only male. And that's why I'm such a big disappointment.
Katarina's the youngest, you said?
Katarina is the oldest.
Is the oldest? Uh-huh.
Catherine, but yeah, Catherine, Katarina. And then Esther is the middle sister.
Esther is middle?
And then, yep, and then youngest is Laura.
Which sisters are married or have significant others?
Catherine does. Katarina. The other two do not.
All right. I love this. I love getting it right before we go in. This is fantastic.
And she is married to Oswald.
Oswald.
And it was one of those marriages that benefited the family first type of things. So it's like cordial, but like is kind of
Yeah, it's a little messed
distant
up.
a little bit, you know. So, but it was a beneficiary for the family business to unite a family, kind of like in traditional olden times, but it's more or less for the business that the family ran, which is part of the wooden mill that we're known to like have business in. So,
I keep forgetting you guys are literally the wooden mill that we've been to.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way over to the annex, it's quite the motley crew. This is like that moment at the very beginning of The Witcher, except for there's no Yennefer. It's just a bunch of ugly dudes that smell horrible. As you can see,
first off, there is a Yennefer, but she's just in the clouds right now as a elemental. All right, let's just, because I'm the Geralt of my story, clearly. And Yennefer is bae. Sorry, Team Yennefer all the way.
100%. I'm with you. You can actually see a couple of servants wheeling out a couple of clawed extra tubs. It's just buckets of hot water are being troved in.
So Margaret is the head maid, and Tara is like her undermaid, or you know, like the main servant. Lenny is the head butler, and Ander serves underneath him. And then there's other various servants, but I don't really know their name.
It said Ander. Ander is under Lenny.
Ander is under Lenny. Lenny is the head butler. I'm just throwing all these names at you.
It's all right. I got it all built out on the sheet.
I've got a very Downton Abbey like setup in my head right now.
Oh yeah, this place totally sucks. But the food and the service is fucking phenomenal though. It's you see Margaret come in still wearing her working black and whites, firmly pressed and starched as they always are. Well, it is about damn time that you showed up, Master Issac. We've been worried sick for you now.
It is nice to see you as well, Margaret. I hope you've been well.
Better than I deserve, as always. It's one of the few people that is allowed to talk to you in this manner.
Yeah.
She's got the OG status. I can see we're going to need some extra brushes here as well. No
I
offense.
just kind of like do a head nod towards Tormund.
Who's at this point already naked and standing next to his tub. This is mine, right?
Sir,
this one right here.
Sir,
You.
please use a towel. This isn't a hen house. This is Willowworthy. And there are rules here. We will clean the filth underneath those scales, whether you like it or not, you dirty boy. Get in the tub.
Yes, ma'am. He steps into the tub. Just I didn't see it.
And for God's sakes, get some oranges in here. That pale one looks like he's going to pass out.
It's just his general complexion. That's Arkonan. Say hi.
Where did you dig this one?
Extra oranges for that one. Nice. Maybe some pomegranates as well.
Of course, I will bring out your favorite pomegranates as well. Tara looks over and she's on it. She's always the one to get you the little extra bits while Margaret's on her tirade.
Hey, Tara, can I get some of that pomegranate juice with a little extract of moonshine on the back end? Just, I mean, I'm hearing the stuff.
This isn't a bed and breakfast.
You can look at the laughter and the embarrassment and the blush on her face as she clearly realizes that they've never been to any place quite like this before. And she knows she is thrilled just in her face. You can see as it lights up that tonight is going to be a very interesting evening.
I shoot her a look and I'm like, don't say it. Don't you say it.
Nothing at all. We'll be back with those momentarily. As they run off, a couple of young stable boys actually get stuck on Tormund, and you realize they're the boys that normally clean the horses. Have come in with large brushes over on Tormund. They're going to iron him up. They have never seen a dragonborn before, let alone seen one in this condition.
Tormund realizes what he's been saddled with, and he goes, "All right." Throws one leg over the tub, puts his hands behind his back. Go ahead, get in there with them brushes. It's been a long time since I've had any cleaning like this.
I'm imagining one of the kids has got like Moe's haircut from the Three Stooges. Oh, didn't say anything about this summer job being like this.
Just get in there. It's all right. I'm not bashful. You shouldn't be either. Go ahead, grab that undercarriage. Get some extra stuff. Oh yeah, that's.
You look back and it's already charcoal black over there. They're in the process of draining and refilling more. As Margaret just walks by, she drops an entire bar of lye. You could at least try to help them a little bit and pre-lather yourself, boy.
Okay. He sits up in the tub, puts both his legs in there. He starts taking that bar and he's rubbing it on his scales.
She's over with a paring knife, literally peeling those oranges to try to reconstitute Arkonan as quick as you can. Now. She's got it in perfect soccer cut wedges for you.
I'm just eating them by the handful.
What have you done to yourself, boy? You need to take care of yourself, especially in these times. What have you gotten yourselves into?
There's literally nothing wrong with me. These are good oranges, though. Thank you.
Good. They are from the four corners of the world. You know your father is very in particular about his navels.
As he is with many things.
She rolls her eyes over it just for you. Just once. Yeah. Oh God, I didn't even realize that we... Don't
forget
worry
Dirakt.
about me, don't worry. He's been smoking outside. Don't you even dare think you're getting away with it. Come here. You think all these whippersnappers are coming out, do you? Us old folks can age like vintage wine. Come. I'm coming.
You better do what she says. I'm scrubbing these scales. She's put the fear of vomit in me.
I'm scared. I'm not gonna want to get up out of this tub after they get me in. Oh. Lowers himself in. He sends a message over to all the rest of the guys. Oh, it's about time these old hemorrhoids got a good easing.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna look over at him.
He smiles. He knows he can get away with it and be filthy, sending messages back and forth to everyone. Even Barley's disgusted. Which Barley, he just has soap suds all over him. He's digging it, but he's like the Ben Franklin. He's been around nobility to the poor farmhouse, so this is right up his alley. And just to let you know, I understand everyone else needs clothes. You can check over to mine in the suitcase over to the right. I do have proper wear for the evening if you want to inspect, just to make sure. And Margaret peels off over as she stops cracking open the at this point the pomegranates, because she's on a fucking hellbender to get you upright. Looks over, and there's a nice tuxedo that's laid out in full pressed form. Well, I do say I'm impressed. I will let you tend to your ways, boys. The clothing will be sent soon. The dinner bell will be prompt, as always, even if it is a surprise, Master Isaac. Tara will send for you and the rest of your party. I have sent word to have your favorite. What is your favorite?
I would say it's probably like a classic like fish and chips, but it's like
oh, we're doing fried halibut, fresh fried halibuts.
Yep.
Panko fried halibut.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing surf and turf, so we'll be doing some very large, since you've come back from the hunting lodge, they will have procured some massive elk steaks as well.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
With some like bacon wrapped asparagus and like,
oh, we haven't even got it all, the smooth bouges.
yeah, it's
Potatoes au gratin, Bel Air
Yep.
style. Welcome to Tormund's Quest. If you're here and new, we're going to destroy your cupboard with us, as we do every night.
This is more of a cooking D&D than it is anything else. Just the way it is.
After getting scrubbed on, like the heathens that you are, completely freshened up, you can actually add 5 temporary hit points for the moment. Taking the first hot bath, and God knows whenever. You're resistant to filth.
Okay, so basically I'm resistant myself. All right, whatever.
Resistant for filth for like 4 to 6 hours. Upon getting all scrubbed up inside the annex, it feels like that moment of you and your first wedding with a set of groomsmen as everyone's getting ready. Clothes have been procured. People are looking at ties and ways like it's freaking college algebra and calculus.
I'm curious. I have a feeling that Tormund cannot tie. Can Arkonan?
the bow tie is quite literally just draped on either side of his thick neck.
Yeah.
So
Shirt is unbuttoned to about right here because the collar can't meet for his size. And the jacket sits about this far on his shoulders. It's not like he doesn't have a lot of movement. He realized that, all right, so this is a lot of side to side if he needs to eat. So there's a lot of work to be done.
you turn around and you see Arkonan is actually somehow has found a very fitted 4-piece suit with a wide straight tie that he has managed to put in a very intricate knot, almost like a what is the knot? Can't remember what the knot's called now.
The Black Parade, that's what it's called.
Essentially, like a very intricate,
Double Windsor.
like over.
C-sharp.
No, it's like it's more than a Windsor.
Triple Windsor. No.
Like
It's a howitzer. It's borderline ascot. It's looped around so many times.
yeah, I can't remember what the knot is, but I tie it when I tie my own ties. It loops over itself 3 times. It's actually really cool looking. And so like you're just like you kind of turn over expecting, and you're like, it's a whole completely different person.
God damn, you cleaned up good, boy.
Yeah. It kind of helps knowing what's going on. I've been to parties like this before.
I mean, so have I. But you look over at Dirakt, and his tie is about the length of the old McDonald's service ties.
Yeah.
Barley's over there correcting it for him. Barley looks fantastic. He looks like he's about to give away his daughter. It's clean, trim, and as proper as you have ever seen him before.
Eldritch Knot, that's what it is. Thank you very much, Greenlock. But
Triple Lindy. Nice.
as Arkonan says, as stuffy as your family is going to be, you have nothing on Elven society. The amount of passive-aggressive judgment that's been passed on me.
Meet the fuckers!
That's been passed on me as a half-breed. This will be a very easy night.
Gale kind of like takes a second, walks over, just like not even like to actually fix it, but just kind of like straightens your tie, pulls out like a flask and just hands it to you. This is usually what I do.
And like I pull out my own and go.
And I cheers at you. Cheers at you. Just take a swig.
Braden shakes his over in the side. Still full from the last time.
Tormund's digging in his pockets. God, where'd I get one of those?
Careful, Tormund. You might rip your jacket.
Sorry, I've got a little. I think I've already got a little tear down here.
Tormund and Dirakt are the 2 fish out of water with this. Like, oh, damn it, I don't have anything like this over at Gangcaster. But a good man like Braden Barley is a man who never leaves home with just 1 flask. As he looks in his coat pockets to the side and is able to produce 2 more. He shakes them. Oh, this one's over a half full. This is a good one here. I think that's butterscotch whiskey. Give that a pull.
Yeah, go ahead, old man. That's all for you.
He goes, shoot yourself. I already have one. And he does. He's
I told you shit. Give it to me. I don't want that. Just trying to be nice. Let's see.
Let's get.
Oh yeah! As he tucks the flask in, the seam on his shoulder just rips ever so slightly.
God. Oh God! I'm nervous for you.
God.
If we can even get seated before this fucking goes off the rails.
Arkonan says, "Alls I have to do is not say a word, and no one will ever see me."
Oh,
Is that a trick?
just the opposite. You're marked as sick boy.
At least the servants will be like, make sure he gets food. Just extra. Do you need more? Nope.
Margaret's found her project.
Yep. Gale takes a moment as he looks out in like the front courtyard as night begins to fall and it gets darker, still storming outside, and you think he's like looking out the window, but he's seeing that slight reflection on the glass, and he's just kind of like looking at himself in familiar Issac form, as you would, and just kind of like takes like a deep breath, fixes his tie, fixes the cuffs, straightens the jacket, takes another swig.
Tormund walks up behind you and pulls his pocket square out and you look good, my friend. So, should I call you Gale or should I call you Isaac? We never really worked this out.
Oh God.
Call me what you want.
You already know I'm going to call you Gale. I just don't want to cause. I don't want to cause more waves with your family than. These things are really handy, by the way.
You know, you should be okay. You don't. That's that is for presentation. If you do that anymore, then she's going to think that Arkonan got you sick, and then you're going to become a project.
Why does everybody think I get people sick?
Are we talking about Tara?
No, we're talking about Margaret.
Oh, all right, never mind. Because I'll be one of Tara's projects.
Yeah. Now you feel what it's like when radio's characters all want to get with all your NPCs. Get a piece of my life. What Aaliyah won't see won't hurt her.
This is far worse than I thought it would be.
Oh, dude, this is a joint Southern experience between me and you. I'm loving this. I have been in this spot before. As you can see, Tara with a smile on her face, looking back at this motley crew. As weapons and toolkits have all been stowed, there is a rack in the back that is ridiculous. It looks like a small armory. She's just can't help but blushing every time that she sees you in the group and how awesome this is gonna be. You can see both Lenny and Ander rolling out a very, very familiar red felt carpet on rollers all the way over to the annex from the front foyer. As it's going, as you know, it's 17 steps from hell just to try to get into the damn table. As it's going to be, looks like cocktail hour on the veranda first before you even make it inside. As you can see the drinks being set out in the front, but there are bacon wrapped scallops.
All right, so this is light drinking, casual conversation, light eating. I don't know if there's other guests or who will be attending this portion, but it may just be us.
We assume this is going to be a celebration of you at home?
Don't know what it is. I doubt it's a celebration.
So what you're saying is, shut your mouth, Tormund.
Kara looks over. So, let's all make our way over to the foyer, shall we? As you look over as Lenny and Ander both make eye contact with you, Isaac. Welcome back to Willowworthy, Master Isaac.
It's good to see you both.
It is good to see you all in one piece, considering the times.
Well, you know I was always a bit familiar with Storm. Give him a wink. And it's like the most proper walk. Like, you haven't, outside of maybe the first time you've seen Gale, like in the tavern, it's like the most pristine, upright chin, chest out walk that is like just, it's almost like it's uncomfortable, but it's graceful at the same time. And you probably try to intimidate horribly.
Yep, I am definitely walking behind you, trying to do the same thing and failing miserably. It's kind of like when you break one or three legs off of Daddy Long Legs and he still tries to get away, and it's just like
Tormund's coming off a bit fascist march instead of elegant.
Oh God, no.
As you make for the lead, Tara doing everything she can not to completely lose her shit. Only straightening up when Miss Margaret's around.
I messaged Tara, like, just like, and I'll spend a subtle spell point, like, even though it's a cantrip, and I'll just be like, don't even start. I know you're loving this, but don't. Don't antagonize him or it'll get worse.
It sends a message back. What if that is what I want? We've missed you.
I'm glad someone here does.
As you're greeted to the back of somebody with curly like Matthew McConaughey hair, lanky with a I skipped leg day, but I still have a trapezoid build. Very fitted tux. As you immediately recognize, Gil, it's Samson. Samson is the douchebag boyfriend of Esther. His family has been in construction in Neverwinter for quite some time. And as long as you have lived, business has always been moving in its constant state of rebuild. My God, the prodigal son has returned.
Oh, Samson, you're here. It's wonderful to see you.
Always come here for the free cocktails, right? Throws one back. Come on, let's keep them quick. Let's keep them quick tonight. Come on. This is a big celebration, all right? This isn't just Thursday dinner, all right? This isn't just normal Thursday dinner. This is the return of the hunter.
Yep. It, how's the construction business?
Puts his hand over your shoulder and looks over. He goes, I mean, I'm painting my Picasso. It's like rinse and repeat. It just never ends. But you know what? You know what, Gil? If there's somebody who has the conviction to get these hardworking people back up in their businesses, you know it's my family. We're the only people that do the job right on the first time. As he squeezes you around the shoulder a bit too hard.
Have I introduced you to my friends yet?
Friends? Isaac has friends! You're bringing... I thought... Sorry. Thought these were maybe your father's guests.
They are. As are you. Remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally, Gale. Or totally, Isaac. Slaps you on the back. He goes over to Arkonan first. Whoa! Good to see you made it out. What's it been like? 10, 14 years since you got out of the house? Samson, nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, your name is Slippy?
Samson! As he crushes the shit out of your hand. Nice to meet you.
I let him.
That's good, because I rolled poorly. I about limp fished it if you could me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dragonborns for dinner. Unbelievable. Samson, nice to meet you. He bows up as he looks at you like he would anybody else at the gym that's obviously superior to him. Your natural muscle structure is the only thing that gains his attention. Samson, nice to meet you.
I'm gonna reach out to squeeze his hand.
Oh! Bro clasp.
I'm pretty near going to break his little finger as I squeeze him. Yes, it's good to meet you. How long have you known Gale? As I'm holding on too long, just as the vice continues to squeeze tighter and tighter.
You can see a little tear rolls out of his eye. His hand holding the cocktail is shaking just a little bit. He's doing everything to hold himself up. Quite some time. I've been dating his sister.
So
yes,
you treat his sister right? She's the queen.
She's the light of my life. Absolutely.
No, yeah. As soon as he says that, I let go. Yeah, it's good to meet you, Samson. I'm gonna just awkwardly slap him on the shoulder of the hand that I've been gripping.
After that, he doesn't go to shake the rest of their hands. He just goes for a wave from across the room. It's very nice to meet the rest of you as well.
I smirk.
Tara is hiding behind a pillar at this point. Trying to stare off into the horizon like someone who's seasick on a vessel. As you guys are picking up.
As Samson walks away, I message him, and I just message the most annoying sound in the world. Just real quick, real loud, and so he like kind of trips and spills a little bit on himself.
He trips over the stone. What? Oh, did you hear that? Please tell me someone else heard that. Oh my. I'm losing my mind in quarantine. This is all a bit too much, I guess. As the second round of Smooze Booze comes out, Lenny and Ander. After you've completed your cocktails on the veranda, it will be time for formal seating. Master Isaac, you will be ceremoniously at the center of the table this evening. Your mother and father will be on their respective ends as always, but everyone wants to hear of your tales. Your guests
Sure they do.
will be seated on the opposite side. You will be next to your sisters. I regret to inform you, however, that Katarina and Oswald will not be attending. They are still out on business currently in Waterdeep and have been since before the attacks. Everyone is in good health in the estate. As Margaret's over there looking over at you, she's literally carving pocket fruit out of her apron at this point. You need to suck on this before you go in there. I don't want you passing out at dinner, okay? This time she hands you a couple pieces of cuties, Arkonan.
Okay, I was gonna say it's gotta be Arkonan, right?
Oh, it's totally over to Arkonan.
I just immediately beat him up.
She's literally taking the napkins and like dotting your face with it and pulling it off. Come on, keep. Shall we make all entrance? Any final requests before we enter, Master Issac?
No. Let's go. Let's get this over with.
It's an odd dichotomy of the world that you've been in. Rain, thunder and lightning. Out across that front covered porch as you look out into the meticulously curated lawn, trimmed hedges, and the willows that lead up to the property. It feels like you're going back into the jungle. As both large French doors are opened, you can see that majestic chandelier that has greeted you since you were a small child. Large Victorian staircases that lead up. As you walk past, leading the procession back in past the tapestries, is the dining wing on the left or the right side, east or west of Willowworthy?
It's on the right side.
As you make a military academy grade right turn, crisp and to the point. I'll roll for Tormund since he's not here. Tormund is focused after a few cocktails and spins it. Baby. You have to imagine that the military part is where he truly keyed on.
Great.
Yeah.
As you sit down, at a large, you haven't seen the dining table with this many extensions in it in a long time. Would probably say Esther's primary school graduation. As you immediately realize that you're within one seat of Samson as he sits down. And you rudely have to grab him on the shoulder as he gets back up.
I glance over to across the table and I just do like two thumbs or two fingers, like stay standing.
As you see your two sisters for the first time in quite a while, Laura and Esther, making that right turn as well into the Underwood dining room with big smiles on their face. as some of them can't even contain proper etiquette. It's almost a bit of a gallop as they come over and give you a hug on either side. We're so glad you are safe, brother. Dad's been worried sick. As they kind of compose themselves. I know it's all going to be a bit much, and we know you don't particularly like these things. They kind of gather themselves and stand next to their chairs as the rest of the motley crew is led in the procession back behind. like you're being escorted as the last table at the fanciest wedding you've ever been to, in the far back corner, somewhere where they buried you with your own bar. You guys make it out, but you were being led towards the center table. Still standing. As that awkward silence hits, you always just grew to hate. Or you can hear the chime of silverware and a small silver bell. As you see small spruce-like sprigs and white roses are rolled out with a carpet from the other side. With servants in tow, including Tara, in a very, very formal manner that you haven't seen her almost yet the entire time. You see your mother and father make their about face turn, hand in hand. As the music rises inside the room, what do your mother and father look like?
My father looks... well, I look a lot like my father, but older. Definitely, like, mostly graying hair. And weathered skin to the point of not being hard work, but more stress. But proper, regal, defined, like, strong chin. And what seemingly, at least in Isaac's eyes, a very strong nose that often looked down at him. Whereas mother looks probably, well, I mean, shorter, on the shorter side, dark brown hair, probably some graying as well. Darker complexion, but like a welcoming, sweet smile that no matter what time you catch that smile, it's just super inviting. And also very formal and regal, as this is a well-practiced thing.
What facial hair does your father have again?
He has, well, I mean, it depends, but typically he has the standard goatee.
Oh, aristocratic Al Borland. Got it.
Yeah, very, very. But I don't know if he still has that. But he did.
Oh yeah, it's thick. It's his goatee is almost as bad as Shroud's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to work it in.
Just a lot more peppery.
I didn't think you were gonna go there.
Oh.
Just a lot more pepper.
100%. As you see them wearing far more white than you've seen them in quite some time, you realize that you are in for a ringer tonight. That it is more than just your return from a hunt. there have been possibly concerns of your livelihood. Something you haven't seen since one of your siblings went missing for quite some time when you were growing up. As your father leads your mother all the way down to the far end, bowing and kissing her hand, pulling the chair out for her, making his way back over to the other side. As he stands there with his smug ass grin, as you know he likes to do, especially with company. As the music fades down, and an awkward Trump-like handshake of his, where he makes everyone stand uncomfortably at his table. Welcome, my son Issac, back to Willowworthy. For this is a most grand occasion. And a true call of celebratory nature. May we all be seated, enjoy the revelry of this evening. As he nods and your mom sits down, that's when you give the head cue to the rest of the group. Diract's waiting for like everybody else to go down before he goes. You can see.
I like start to sit, and then I see them, and I just kind of give them the nod, like.
Tormund's got ass and chair before you even got your.
You can see.
Wait to sit down. Oh.
Tara is running something feverishly over the table in her hands, and you can see she unwraps it, sets it over by Arkonan. It's another pile of pomegranate seeds that have been wrapped in a napkin that obviously Margaret has been working on since the procession.
I just like, as they're laid down, I just look at Tormund and just slyly grin.
Tara leans down to your ear. She goes, God, I hope you don't eat all that. You won't be able to make it out of rest of dinner.
You skinny, drink, eat up.
Mm-hmm.
You need some help. You can just kick some of those in my direction.
I scoot over half the pile.
I have one pot. Just it's gonna keep my mouth shut for an extra couple of seconds.
It is good to feast with not only company in times like these, but the return of my eldest boy. From truly an adventure that I know has to have made him even more of a man than when he left. An Underwood family tradition. But one that has led him back to a city under siege. Issac, I am so proud of you. To be able somehow to make your way back into a city locked down. all to make the dinner call back to Willowworthy. You must tell us your stories. But we have much time for that, as we are feasting 12 courses this evening. You can feel the heat of that fire roaring back up behind you. It's getting a little hot in this monkey suit. As your father gets up out of his seat. I propose a toast before we even begin. You can hear it ring out between glasses. As everyone kind of stops in motion. Some of us feared that this day would not come. As I read the newspaper, aware of our city under siege, my only boy, still missing, somehow unable to send back word to his own family's estate, capable of unbelievable cunning, lasting in the wilderness as long as he has, a passion he's never tried before. Living in this survival situation, in this new world that we are part of. But yet still not able to come to grips with the wherewithal to send message back to his own family, so consumed with the task in front of him as a young boy is. That maybe, just maybe, as he crossed the thresholds of the iron gates of Willowworthy, he is returned back as a true man. And for that, in his change from being a cold-handed, uninterested boy to truly his father's son, with no doubt his own staff in tow. It appears that he has begun to create his own estate before our eyes. I am so proud of you, my son. As he puts his hand on your shoulder, I am so proud. And that is where we will end this week.
Oh, oh, oh. man.
Dude, I had to find a spot. I'm like, this is horrible. I gotta find a good spot to get this because this is about to get.
I instinctually moved my shoulder. I was just like, don't do it. Yep.
Oh, I was
As
almost about to
with
jump
all
on
of
the
his
table.
speeches.
I'm like, okay, I gotta go in the most backhanded I can.
What a righteous asshole. Oh, man.
How dare I not send a message? How dare I start my own thing?
All your friends, servants, help. His own staff.
Sitting at the main table. Lick it. What an asshole. Oh, God, I want to.
Oh,
Y'all, there's a reason I didn't want to come to this because
we got
I
12 courses.
I admire the capabilities of RoBear, and we have discussed in length for you to know, chat, the type of father that I have, and
Oh, he's an asshole.
that about nails it because the beginning is always great, you know. It's eloquent and caring, and then it's just so many little needle pricks that just go, you know.
We're gonna follow your dad into right git. Right, this we're a slot of men right there. What a mother jackass.
Yep.
Dude, you guys are fucking righteous, man. That is one of the funnest painted scenes that I have been a part of in group storytelling.
I was there. I saw everything. It was beautiful. Even the speech to him slowly walking around and that scene was wonderful. I loved it. I hated it, but I loved it.
Oh, ooh. And you, dude, fucking Tormund right now literally wants to jump on the table and be like, "Listen here, asshole!" But he knows he knows this is your world, so quite literally, he's popping seams in his jacket while he's listening to this underhanded motherfucker talk about you like this. Oh.
Yeah, I kept rolling my eyes during the speech because I was like, I'm just waiting for it. I was like, yep, okay, this is the pandering part.
During
Because
all
he's
that,
been at many of these dinners with rich assholes who are like, oh yeah, how does your son not send a message? I agree with you, Isaac, Senior. That is, but thank goodness he is back, you are right, as your heir and future. And it's just like, oh my God, get over yourself.
as an indoor child, wouldn't he be capable of doing that before killing any sort of wild game? Oh, man.
Oh, my insides are burning.
There will be blood next week.
If not physical.
Abandoned my child.
I have you in the lion's den.
Oh, God.
If you think dinner's bad, wait for the cigar afterwards.
Wait for dessert.
If we make it there.
Oh, man.
All I can say is you better hope Tormund makes it with Tara, or else there's going to be blood.
Gotta distract you.
Dragonborn.
Oh, I wanted to go for... The problem is you got to go for about another hour.
Yeah, I was watching the time and I was like, see, I thought you were actually going to do that, be a dick, and just have him walk in and then just end it there.
Oh, no,
that was
no.
way worse. That was way worse.
Oh, no. My dickhead's got to get words in.
Yeah.
Gotta get some words in. I was like, okay, do the normal greet, and then I'm gonna undermine and backhand the shit out of this.
Oh yeah. But like everything was good with like, because like I imagine that entire scene. Like my sisters are happy to see me.
Yep.
But they're also like, we're in Dad's house, and Dad's house is his rule is law, so I can't show you affection or else he'll get upset. So it's like
that's
when
why
he's
they
not
wanted
around,
to run there and do it at the very beginning.
Yep. And like I imagine the entire time that they walked my mother in, my mother probably snuck glances at me, but he didn't even make eye contact until he got to the head of the table. And it was just like,
yeah, totally. I'm with you on that. It was all, he was completely self-absorbed on his own pomp and circumstance at the beginning of a formal dinner. It's like you didn't even exist. Like, oh, hey, thanks for the reason for this, but yeah, whatever.
I feel disgusted.
Dude, I want to shower right now. I mean,
yeah, right.
I was thinking. The annex actually made me nervous. Like, I was like, oh my God, like this is real. Like, I got my headspace in there. Just enough comedic humor in between.
That feeling in the annex, that's how I felt just before I got married. I understand that. Yeah. That's like, oh, I'm taking the plunge right now. That's kind of how I felt going into this. I'm really taking the plunge and committing to this.
Tim, I have actually seen the maid run orange slices over to one of my buddies. Not because he was pale on purpose, but he was looking rough before. They were like, get this, make sure he doesn't face plant the mashed potatoes.
Sometimes
I will say I was so enveloped into that scene. Literally, when you said, "Oh," and he puts a hand on your shoulder, I literally was like, "Don't!" Like, I was there, and I was like, "No."
Who's worse, Talos or your own father in your head?
Yes.
They're both equal opportunity shitheads, but in totally different ways.
Dude, thank you. That was so much fun to create on the fly. I thought about messaging you earlier, but I was like, dude, let's just roll with it and let's just build it. So
that whole manor was built just then. The only thing I had was a couple of the servants that I had, like, in my family, obviously. But
he had the names. I knew he had names, but I hadn't gotten all of them yet. But okay, so here's what's funny. So I come up with the willows because I'm just tapping into old South shit that I've seen. I have a plantation name generator over here that I just click it. I'm like, okay, whatever goes with it. Fucking Willowworthy popped up right at the top. I was like, that's what it is. That's what it fucking is.
I loved it.
So good.
Also, Samson, the shithead, absolutely.
You gotta have the one shithead at dinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one dude.
Guy.
And the problem is during that whole thing, my sister's probably like confided in him about like a little bit, and he's smirking the whole time because he knows, like, oh, Gil, or Isaac, you know. And I'm just like, oh.
He's classic new money that's marrying into old money that thinks he's fucking untouchable. I've met this guy so many times. They fucking suck every time. You're so happy when you meet one that's like, oh my, thank you. You're just talk to me about duck hunting then. That's awesome. That's great. This dude wants to talk money every time. They love prying at those bits in old money. So, Samson fit the bill. Thank you for the fucking hand squeeze too. That was fucking perfect choice.
Tormund.
hey, I saw what he was. Remember, I'm watching you during all this. So, I mean, whatever goes on with you, I'm gonna mimic that, even if it's really, really bad and I fail at it, like my my goose step into the room.
Ben, if you perceived high enough, you definitely saw a slight like shoulder, just like reaction when he touches me, like on the shoulder. I'm just like,
I knew from that point that this guy didn't like. So when he went to go shake his hand with me, I was going to give him all of that dragonborn barbarian strength and just crush.
And I enjoyed it. And then Arkonan's message afterwards was like fucking perfect.
Fucking choice. Over under the next time Gale is grabbed by his father on his forearm or bicep, that there is a reaction.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm gonna take the grab on that one for sure.
we'll have to see how it goes because I got to deal with a whole episode of that next week. So we'll see how long I get. I am
Tune
no
in
longer
next week.
the cub in
Maybe.
the lion's
This is-
den. I am my own lion.
This is worse.
Ooh.
You delaying is worse than going in and giving me 2 hours in the estate. Now I am hellbent completely. I have you right at the start of dinner. Now it really is like dinner for schmucks. It's on.
We are 12 courses into a dinner of go yourself, Gale.
It's gonna
It's going to be awful. And ooh,
Chat,
you'll want to be here next week because there are going to be some fireworks of some variety, I'm sure.
I don't know who's gonna pop first. I don't know if I'm gonna jump into your defense or you're just going to call down lightning down on your father.
I'm so excited. Oh, I think we made it like just to the point where like Roll20 is like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Roll20 is rolling over. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you doing this.
You made it to 2. Oh, so hey, join us next week. The gloves are off in a even more awkward than we can possibly come up with altercation back home. Now I get to find out, okay, well, exactly what do I want to work with this all going down. Oh, it's gonna be good. Thanks for joining us for an incredible RP episode.
Wasn't it though? I mean, come on. We literally had to hide dead bodies. It
That's the
wasn't
best.
completely RP.
That's
We
the
didn't really
best.
hide them. We just staged them.
Yeah,
They
that's
two
true.
of them and
Bernies.
eight, like, you know,
Yeah.
had
No, I think it was mostly
things
RP. It
consumed
was
them.
good. You know, I enjoyed this a lot. The visuals, I was there every step of the way. Great.
We quite literally made the Guilty Goose the what is the place up in Canada, RoBear? The Howard Johnson? No, it's not Howard Johnson. It's oh my god, we used to make jokes about it all the time. Oh no, I'm losing my mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, thank you. We
Oh,
literally
it's like
made
Howard
the Guilty
Johnson.
the Tim Hortons. Howard Johnson's was a never mind. We'll explain that later.
Tim Hortons to Howard Johnson. Hey, now it's awesome because that place went from being a fucking joke to now it's legit and a part of the storyline.
Man, if only I could have gone to the ground floor of that place right there, the Guilty Goose. That looks like a good investment.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow for Neon Regimes, where it's hopefully much lighter than what I just dealt with. Is that
Don't count on it.
Don't count on it. Don't count on it.
so icky right now? Oh.
God, I want to play more in this
So
JRPG
do I.
scene from fucking hell, but that's the way the cookie fucking crumbles, right? We'll have much excite next week. All right, guys, be good to each other. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Don't let your fathers be assholes to you.
100%.